will be alone. Come on. Okay. Disco body. Come on. Time after time. Come on. One day and another day. Take the ground and the flow shakes. Get deeper, get further. Work for the future is never really over. Count the time, up the time. So sweaty and no worry, but the heart is glowing. Nobody ever told you what it could be alright. Sometimes not a work, but you have to fight. Come on. One day and another day. Take the ground and the flow shakes. Get deeper, get further. Work for the future is never really over. Count the time, up the time. So sweaty and no worry, but the heart is glowing. Nobody ever told you what it could be alright. Sometimes not a work, but you have to fight. One day and another day. Take the ground and the flow shakes. Get deeper, get further. The work for the future is never really over. Count the time, after time. So sweaty and no worry, but the heart is glory. Nobody ever told you what it could be alright. Sometimes not a work, but you have to fight. Days go by, time after time. Years go by, full face for life. I need more than a conversation to face to repair this situation. A million times we repeat this action to take it through this special rebuild it. Hands get dirty, the shirt is shabby, hit the rains again, my lord. This must be better day. It turns out so best day. Use this will be a better place for us to live. Okay, start my brother, a break of a hammer. Believes a hammer, praise the trigger. We don't need a leader, all I want is a partner. We are all together, much more stronger. We will rock, we'll make a stone. From love to bone, I bet you know. Working hard, all alone. We are all together, you will be alone.
All right, hello, everybody. I am so sorry for the delay. Fucking tech issues and shit out the ass.
Pizza issues.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, his mom forced him to make a pizza.
Yeah, my family forced me at gunpoint to cook for them at the last minute. I'm like, you guys could have asked me an hour
It's
ago.
a very Italian scenario to be in.
Boppa boopy. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 21 of Schizzo Sessions. I'm Razorwind, and right next to me, this little gremlin here is Enatsu Shiroi, and we co-host the worst Vtuber podcast on the internet. We're here with our wonderful guest today, Jazz. How you doing, Jazz?
Hello. How we doing, everybody? Glad
Doing
to
all
be here.
right. Doing all right. So you are a VTuber, a streamer, cosplayer, singer, and co-host of the Offensive Charm podcast. I think I got everything down. Yes. All right. Excellent.
Yeah, I believe that's all of it.
Yeah. Well, welcome on our welcome to have you here on our terrible show.
I am happy to be here. I enjoy both of you greatly. Yeah.
I should change the
Not to
music.
make
Oh,
it,
I
not
had
to make
a
it,
lot of fun when we were on Offensive Charm.
Oh, I enjoyed it both
last-
times.
and we were glad
That's
to
great.
have you.
Jeez.
Even if I probably overstayed my welcome.
Oh no, trust me. We were glad to have you there for the whole thing. You stuck it out. You were a trooper. You're a real trooper, and we appreciated you being there.
Yeah. So I would have stayed longer, but I had work.
Oh, it's no problem at all. I mean, listen,
I think
considering
it's-
we were going for a whole 12 hours that day, it's
Yeah,
very
it's
understandable
true.
that people had to, come in and out.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Shiro is the only one who managed to stick out the entire thing, so.
It's because I was the only one
that's
that
crazy.
was unemployed.
Well, I mean, Asta was unemployed too.
I mean,
It's
And
still
he
unemployed.
couldn't stick it out!
everyone.
Well, he's also in Brazil,
Weak.
so he's on a very different.
Link.
Everyone's
Weak.
unemployed to some extent these days.
I mean, mean, I got a job. Unfortunately.
Nervous some
Yeah.
I
people.
would love to be able to just do this content creator thing full time, but hey, gotta pay bills, gotta pay a mortgage.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we just had Audrey left his wife here after last episode.
Oh yes, the girl's frontline
Yes, we know.
character.
Yes, or Spas 12. Yes. She's been eating everything in my fridge.
Hoping
the
to
past
add
month.
her to my own team eventually.
She was my
Get back to
second.
my daily check-ins.
Yeah, she was my second to last T-doll. I actually got all the T-dolls now.
Oh wow.
I don't know how the hell I
Did
managed to get them all. I got them from
you
all the
put
free
money in, or
polls.
did you just
A little bit of money, but most of it was from the free polls.
most of this free? Okay. Yeah, I
just
am
can't
happy that
put
I
money
managed to
in
get
the
one to
gacha
the end.
games.
That is fair.
It depends on
and it's
the
probably
gacha.
smarter way to go about it, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea to put money into gacha games, kids. It really isn't.
No, don't put money in the gacha games, kids, because you'll end up in the poorhouse. Especially if you end up getting broke as fuck. Yeah.
Nah, seriously, it's just it's just ridiculous.
Right, so let's see here.
Yeah, like the only money I ever put in any gacha was like, it's dead. It died. It's a dead gacha now.
Yeah, isn't that the
Yeah.
one that you play where it's so old it's just free now?
Well, no. So okay, it's Dragalia Lost. You mostly can play it through fan servers, and that's it right now.
Oh, okay.
I remember Dragalia Lost, actually. I do remember that one.
I thought it was
I never-
fun. Like,
I never played it myself, but I
some
did see
people
it.
said they didn't like it, but like I thought it was fun. It was
the
it
art
was
was cute.
it was
I
it was
played
an
myself.
interesting one. It was kind of high level, you know. It had some high level play to it. It was interesting. It was interesting.
So what exactly is it, like a JRPG?
Yeah, it's an action RPG. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
It demanded a lot.
By the way,
Like actual skill.
I just want to say I fucking hate this new UI with Twitch. Why is everything at the top now?
There
To be
is
fair-
a standard. Okay,
To be
you.
fair, I
It's-
haven't actually
it's-
seen it yet because I use Restream, so I see everything through that and stuff.
Yeah, no, I never see this stuff either. I never see this stuff either because I don't watch much Twitch. Also, I'm still seeing the old UI for some reason. But it's like logo of the site on top. Then you have the content. Then you have the title and all the other junk that nobody really reads. And then
Because wait.
like maybe the description.
Is this the main website? Because hang on.
Yes, it's the website. They fucking changed it. I hate it.
No, excuse me.
God bless you.
No, excuse me again.
God bless you
Don't
twice.
Put the title. It's I swear it is somebody trying to not get fired.
Yeah, Audrey, you left her here. Pick up your wife. She's been eating all my goddamn food.
Also,
I don't know.
for
Like
some
the
reason,
website itself
my
looks...
bot is not working today.
Yeah, no, the website itself looks fine to me. You know what I really have an issue with is the way they messed up the mobile app. The app is so like because they made it look like freaking TikTok, and it's like so awful.
Are
to
you serious?
navigate now.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, I mean it feels TikTok-ish the way they set up the Twitch app now, and it's like it's just not a huge fan.
Which is just
I'm
speed
sorry,
running.
TikTok is like the worst. TikTok is the worst thing to ever happen to the internet. I'm sorry.
Which is just speed running its collapse at this point.
Oh no, it's freaking great. Like, you know, you come into VTubing, like the good days are gone. The all of your favorite companies are
The honeymoon is
getting
over.
bought up by BlackRock, and it's just it's gonna be over in like 2 or 3 years. All right, I love it. I love it.
This is what happens when you get normies involved and shit.
The days when you could actually make it, like actually become something, are long gone. It's great. I love it. I love it.
what was that one clip that always like is used a lot with Red Letter Media, where they're like,
How does it
Hey-
feel to see
"Hey,
everything that
Mike,
you ever
yeah,
loved go down in flames?
feels
Feels
great,
great.
Shiroi."
I love
I
it.
think about it. I should have the friggin' the stream up so I can see the chat too.
You know, one guy actually,
I have like
how
30
he
chats.
how
which,
he
which one of your guys'
compared.
streams are we streaming this from?
Oh, I'm streaming
All
it from
of them.
YouTube and Twitch.
All of
But
them.
is it like from your channel or?
All of them.
Oh, it's from my
Chad.
YouTube and my
All
Twitch
of them.
channel.
Okay.
All of them. All
And
of my
Shirai's-
channels, all of Razor's channels, and for some reason my bot's not working correctly, so I can't see the chat. Well, I can sort of see it, but I gotta like have all the chats up, which is kind of annoying, but still.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway, we should probably get to the questions here. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Jazz. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
I mean, I think you kind of covered all that already.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but still, like I'm saying, like, what kind of content do you do?
Yeah, well, my name is Alex. Most just call me Jazz. That's a moniker I go by here on the interwebs, and yeah, I kind of do a little bit of everything. I started out as just doing the normal streamer thing with the face cam and whatnot, but by chance, by a twist of fate, I became aware of VTubers, and I was like, yeah, I could try some of that too. Why not? And became a
And
hybrid
that's when
streamer.
it all ended.
Yeah. Or began again. It ended and it began anew. But yeah, I became a hybrid streamer. Now I do the VTuber thing and the face cam thing. I did. I guess it's more accurate, more honest to use the past tense when I say I did cosplay, because you know my work schedule changed, so I wasn't able to go to cons on they all happen on the weekends, and now I do weekend shifts, so it's like I can't really do it anymore the way I did. But I had a lot of fun cosplaying, and I hope one day I'll be able to get back to it. I do singing. I am a singer, so I do music. I've been doing it a lot less lately because I've been focusing on getting in a shit ton of overtime. You know, in these busy holiday season.
Yeah, I
That's when all
understand
the
that.
good overtime is at. hmm But I usually do this little thing called Share the Stage, in which I usually bring on other content creators to do like a little karaoke collab session with me, and I also invite the guests to join in and sing if they enjoy that sort of thing, you know.
Nice.
And that's it's a fun little thing that I do, and hopefully I'll be getting back to that probably in January.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, and I do a lot of gaming. You know, play a little bit of everything. I have a wide range of interests as far as gaming goes. So yeah. But I should probably mention that I'm real big into Monster Hunter. That's like my main thing.
A lot of people are big
Monster
into
Hunter.
that game.
Yep, and I'm gonna be eating good at the end of February. Oof.
Oh yeah, the new one coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Very excited for that. But I do like a bunch of Rise and World, and even some Generations Ultimate, which is the one on the Switch. And I do open lobbies, so people like hunting games and they want to come hunt with me, then the lobby's always open to get some viewers in there as well.
Nice. There you
Oh,
go.
I figured out what the problem is.
Oh, what?
Freaking Botrix is down.
Oh.
I
Oh, is
That
that
is
why
not
I
what I
can't see YouTube chat?
yeah. So,
Huh.
gotta manually have all of them up then.
Well, shit.
That was an unexpected turn.
Huh.
I tell ya.
Well then.
What kind of leaky dinghy you running over here, Captain?
So let's see here.
I tell ya.
Let's see, we'll get to. So what did get you into streaming into content creation exactly? Like, how long you been doing it for?
You know, it's been several years at this point. I don't think I want to say exactly how many years, because then I might end up getting
It's
a little
embarrassing.
depressed.
It's
Just a
embarrassing
little.
when you admit how long you've
Just-
been at it for.
Just a little. I'm sorry.
You know, once you hit like year 7,
Hate to sidetrack. Razor, what is the actual name of the YouTube channel, please?
Oh, my like my YouTube channel, or
Yes, that'd be
it's the same as my Twitch. Razorwind
Yeah,
VT.
Razorwind VT.
Razorwind. Okay, got it. Thank you. But yes,
Nah.
I always admired content creators. Specifically, there was a team of content creators that kind of set me down this path. And I don't know if anybody here would have heard of them, but they went by Super Best Friends Play.
Oh, I
Group of
remember
4
them. Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, I remember them.
Apparently, you both know who they are.
Yeah.
Yes, a group of 4 Canadians. They got their start
I barely know who they are, but
I don't
Fair
remember
enough.
their names, but I've seen their videos and they were hysterical.
Yeah, man, those are the days. They first appeared back in the Machinima days when that was still a thing on YouTube, right?
Yeah, the,
And,
the
I was
parasite of
lucky-
YouTube. Or as I like to call it, the
Yeah.
EA of YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, they
but
had some good,
listen,
had
they
some
had
good-
some good stuff.
yeah, they did have
Yeah.
some good shows, and the Super Best Friends was
Thanks,
one of those
Mater.
good shows.
Well, they had good shows, yes, but what I'm saying is, or I'm sorry, yeah, they had good shows,
Didn't
but
the
they
entire
had
channel
shit
get nuked?
management. Yes.
Like, didn't the whole thing just get nuked one day?
I think it did, yeah.
pretty much.
And like all of it's just gone now.
I know they did that Transformers animated series, but what they did was they didn't want to bring on the original voice actors because they didn't want to have to pay for the voice actors union. Or some shit like that. It was
Honestly,
like something really
Wanna hear my-
stuffy.
You want to hear my on like my hot take on that?
What's that?
By all means.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, but it's like when you got, I don't know, I think it's a scummy thing to do at the same time, you know? It's like you get, Transformers has a very passionate fan base, and if you're gonna screw over the guys that, like, helped get asses in seats for the franchise, it's kind of, it just makes you look like an idiot, asshole.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but at the same time, like unions are freaking a pain to deal with.
I mean,
This
yes,
is-
they can be, but
This
It
was the wild,
depends on what
wild
it
west of
is.
the internet era, you know? Like, a lot of wild shit went on back then.
yeah, that's true.
It
Although-
was beautiful and it was ugly all at the same time.
I wouldn't even say it was wild even back then. Well, like, I would say early 2000s internet, absolutely. Like, in the 2000s, it was Wild West. 2010s is when you really started to see shit getting sanitized.
Yeah, like companies started cropping up in like the 2010s. Then
you will
then
never...
you get today where like everything's corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's
sad-
corporate. Everyone's what do you call it? Everyone's got trolls remorse.
Everyone's a
et cetera, and so
shill.
on.
Yeah.
Everyone's a freaking shill now.
This day and age, you will never see another Leafy is here. You'll never get to see another...
I intend to call back to the old days.
I didn't really
like that,
like,
yeah. I like that.
Leafy all that
That's good.
much, but I will say, every now and then Leafy did have some funny videos, even if he is
I
kind of an
want-
idiot.
You've seen
That is
Leafy,
my
I have no idea who that
aspiration.
is.
That is
Leafy's
what I
here.
aspire to do.
So Leafy's here. He was like a very edgy YouTuber. He was considered one of the bigger YouTubers at the time. So like, you had a lot of the edgy people. So you had Filthy Frank, you had Leafy,
Oh
you
yeah,
had,
that one I know. That's a name. I know.
Grade A, Under A. I wouldn't even. Yeah, Papa Franco. Grade A, Under
My
A.
sensei who taught me all kinds of Japanese.
Yeah. Fucking who the hell else? I mean, iDubbbz before he snipped off his balls and gave them to Anissa, but you
The
know.
Game Grumps, back in the early days, back when John was still around.
Oh god, and John Tron, he's still going strong though.
Is he? Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
But I'll be honest with you. I'll be real with you. I don't like the modern.
You don't like modern John Tron?
style.
I mean, he doesn't do as many game videos as he used to, but he's still funny in his
Yes,
own way.
and look, and yes, I agree. John Tron's still funny. I just don't like the style because it's like I blame James personally.
What,
you know,
James Rolfe?
Ross. Yes, I blame James because
By the way, he is
he
tall
made-
as shit in real life.
I hear.
Man,
I had to look
but-
up at him when I shook hands with him.
I miss the days when.
No, we all know that. Well,
they
we
were
all
still
know that
doing
you're a
animation.
man, but you know.
Oh, shut up, Shiroi. 5'7" is not manlet.
5'3"?
4'11's
5'3"?
manlet. No, I'm 5'7". You're like
Yeah,
what?
but
4'2"?
I personally miss the days
Thank you very much.
when Ego Raptor was still doing animation and he wasn't afraid to say the N-word. You know, it was good times.
Ego, yeah, a lot of the bigger people.
Did you give him the pass, Jazz?
I would literally give everyone on this earth the pass all at once. You guys know my whole like mentality around the word, right? I want everyone to be able to say it.
Yeah,
That's
weren't you the
only
one
way
that
we're moving past this?
weren't you the one that gave Janie the pass?
I mean, Rosa would give herself the pass even if I didn't. So like, here's the thing: Rosa grew up like Rosa. The way Rosa grew up, like she is more deserving of the pass than I am. Right? Just straight up. Like she actually grew up in the ghetto. I grew up in the fucking boondocks, right? Like, essentially.
Oh god, so it's like
you're
I grew up in the
one of the
burbs.
affluent. You're one of the affluent kids.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
you could definitely say that. I was not hood. That was not me. I
Oh
was not
my
that
god,
guy.
you reminded me of a funny
I was
story.
around kids who wanted to pretend to be hood, you know, like the other black kids around me would always be watching
There's
TV.
always those kids.
dear
though.
god.
They'd pretend to be hood.
Oh,
They
so
were
like
just in the
Drake.
same-
Dude,
And the same
those
super
kids
safe
even
ass
existed,
neighborhoods
like-
I was living in.
Oh
yeah,
god.
like even among like the white, like even among like white kids, those kids exist. You know, like that's just
Yeah.
how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it
I grew up in the
goes.
suburbs. I know how it was. I never left the house.
I was never that kid though. I was learned. All right, I read the books. I read the books.
Dang, looks like we got us
All
an
of 'em.
Einstein over here. You read the books, man.
I mean, I
I
like
didn't read the
I like to read too as a kid, so man.
I didn't read the math books though. That's it. Yeah.
No,
I didn't-
they
I
are
hated
fun.
the math books.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked history books and I liked, science fiction and shit, but I did not like science or
Right.
math as a kid.
Nah,
There's gonna be, like,
English,
one-
English and language arts were my strongest subjects, and I had that hooked on phonics when I was like a toddler. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
English,
there's gonna be,
language
like-
arts, and social studies were like my main things.
nah, I got
Like
you.
one person
I know.
in the audience will get this. Saxon math.
The fuck is
Saxon
Saxon
math.
math?
I've never heard of that.
You weren't homeschooled. You don't know what Saxon math is. I know what Saxon math is.
The fuck is that? The fuck is
Saxon
Saxon
math?
math?
That was the name of the math book that that I learned math that my mom taught math from.
Huh.
I was
Yeah, I never
homeschooled.
heard that. I mean, did they just not use that at all in like actual schools, or?
No, because like typically when you do homeschooling, it's normally gonna end up being a completely different curriculum because your parents are the ones who typically do it. You know, because like
Right.
I think like all of our books were hand me downs.
Oh god,
Like he got them from someone else.
Jesus.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Still seems like you turned out okay, so yeah, homeschooling can't be all bad. And then especially these days, right? I mean, homeschooling might be the preferable option,
Look,
to be honest.
One
Yeah,
thing that I've learned, skip high school.
I'm gonna be honest with you. High school needs to be restructured because all it
Remove
is, it's
high school
it's a
entirely.
regurgitation of everything you learned from middle school.
It doesn't matter. You're either gonna be listening to stuff that's so advanced, you're not even gonna bother to remember. any
Like,
of it.
like who the fuck is gonna use algebra and calculus in the real world unless you're like going to be an engineer or some crazy shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
calculus
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
do for you?
I would have much
Doesn't
preferred
matter.
to learn how to do my taxes.
Yeah, exactly. But you know why they don't want you to learn how to do your fucking taxes? Because they want to be
So
able
they
to fuck
can-
you over.
Because TurboTax exists. You don't have to do your own taxes.
Well, I don't have to do my
Fine.
own taxes anyway because my aunt actually works in that sort of thing, and she helps me with my taxes every
Oh,
year.
I
Oh, well,
used to
there you
work in
go.
that sort of thing. I
At a
technically,
like she still
probably
charges me,
could,
but like not
but-
nearly as much as like you'd normally pay. So
Oh, that's good. Shit.
She got a P10 thing.
Mhm.
I need
Uh,
to start. I need to start.
yeah, you're figuring out taxes takes a lot of time, you know.
It does.
I'm
A
gonna
lot of
be honest
schooling
with
too.
you, Jazz. I
yes.
think they gave me about 2 weeks of training. Okay, when I worked as a tax prep, they gave me like 2 weeks of training. I
Yeah.
passed one test. I got a P10. It cost me $40.
Oh.
That is all. That is all.
Cool. And now you're just legally allowed to do your own taxes, and you're just good to go.
I remember
No. You're always legally allowed to do your own taxes. You will probably
really?
screw them up if you don't know what you're doing. But a
Ah.
P10 is so you can do taxes for other people.
Oh.
Oh, is that what that
Okay,
Yeah,
is?
I was a tax prep. Like legally, I was doing people's taxes for them.
Cool. How much were you charging?
Oh, it wasn't. Nah, I was just getting paid like regular like hourly. Wasn't anything. I wasn't. It was I was working for one of those tax prep companies.
That's pretty cool.
My main takeaway is the guy doing your taxes is probably very undertrained. He probably can't do a 1099 NEC. I did a 1099 NEC. It honestly, it
I don't
really
even know what
sucks.
that is.
doing those.
I don't even know what
the
that
one
is
you
either.
get. I think that's the one Twitch gives you. You'd know this if you were actually successful on Twitch. Razor, Jazz.
You.
I mean, I'm an affiliate at least.
They didn't
I'm
give
an
me
affiliate
one
too.
either. I didn't make enough money. I think like the limit is like I think you have to make like over $1,000 before they start giving you the actual farms. A bit of a fun fact: you do not if you get a form, you are legally required to actually put it on your taxes, and every form you have to add adds money to it. The worst thing that you can possibly get is a if you make over $25 off of what's the bank give you if you have too much, like if you put like stuff out savings? What's it
I
called?
have no idea.
Like I can't remember. Well, okay, you know how interest. If you make over $25 in interest from your bank, you have to put that on your taxes. That is an extra like $50 charge right there if you take it to a tax office. It is the worst thing ever. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I
let's.
just turned this into tax talk.
Yeah, let's
I
not
tend
talk
to
about
say
taxes.
that.
Let's talk about something a little more interesting.
It's all good. Yeah,
I
but
think
Ruben,
it's
where are we on the?
interesting.
Oh no, you know what I mean. I'm
Taxes?
joking. I'm joking when I say that, but
My way of
No,
it's
no,
my way of
I got
it's my way of convincing people I'm not freaking stupid.
so
Yeah, I could use one of those honestly. But yeah. So Super Best Friends. Yeah, I watched those guys for like several years, and like, oh man, it'd be super cool to have like a team like that and become like a content creating team. And yeah, I tried to do that, and that fell apart pretty quickly. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It'd be cool to be a content creator, a solo one. So I just do that instead.
Yeah. Oh my
'Cause
god.
it's I had so much respect for those four, because it's like the fact they kept it going. They've broken up since, but like the fact they kept it going for as long as they did, like trying to get four people together like that consistently to do content creation and record videos.
that
and
takes a
whatnot,
lot of dedication.
it's not easy. It's really
No, it's not. Especially when it's like 4 different personalities.
Yeah, you gotta have real nice synergy between you and your homies.
Well, it's like with
Yeah,
the
and then, like you.
it's like with the guys from MythBusters. Apparently, the main 2 hosts hated the shit out of each other.
Dude, seriously?
Uh huh.
Sheesh.
Man. I guess that's why they don't really show up on YouTube at all with each other.
Well, I know what's his name, Michael Scott, or whatever the fuck his
Theory?
name is.
I don't know.
From The Office.
No.
Yeah, from The Office. Yeah.
That's
Scott
that's
Adams.
the
Scott
main
Adams.
character
That was the. Oh no, wait.
Oh, okay,
was
yeah.
it Scott? Wait. No, Scott
I said
Adams
Michael
is the
Scott,
guy
so I
that
thought you
made.
were talking about-
Wait, let me look this up. MythBusters hosts.
Also, I just noticed the background. Are we in New Eridu right now?
Yes.
I have
Hey.
no clue. Alright,
Adam
Razor gave
Savage.
you the
That's it.
background.
Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman.
Can you
yeah.
imagine having a last name like Savage? Like,
They're having
I
a
mean-
last name that's literally Hyman.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like better to have a last name Hyman.
Yeah, right.
wait, the other guy's last name is Hyman?
So, boy, I'm gonna break you like a mama Simon. Well, actually, wait, how the fuck you gonna break your mom's hymen when she's already your mom?
I am without words.
Anyway.
If your mom has a healing factor, right?
Yeah, then maybe. Oh, God, I remember there was a fucking debate about that, too. With that show Heroes.
No!
Because there was a girl on
That's
who
a
had
genuine
regenerative
question.
powers, and, like, the fans who were thirsting for her were like, yo, bro, do you think she can regenerate her hymen?
I don't know
That's
why guys are so
That's a
obsessed
weird
with
question.
that.
It's a really weird question.
I know, right? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm curious now.
Mm-hmm.
Razor, can you explain to me why guys are so obsessed with that?
Well, alright, you gotta think about it this way, right? Guys like to flex on other guys in the shower, in the locker room.
Okay.
You usually get a lot of bragging rights if you're the first one to pop the cherry of the hot girl that everyone
Okay,
else wants
but
to
if
get
she
a
can
cut of.
regenerate!
Well, that means now everyone feels like they were the
Where's
first.
bragging rights? There's no bragging rights if she can just regenerate it.
Oh, if you think about it, no. Because think about it, right? So every new guy she sleeps with, they feel like they were the first.
I suppose.
I don't know. I don't understand, because here's the thing. First off, you're just gonna be like, wait. So you're telling me that I have to... So if you think about it, like... So wait, you're telling me I have to break this damn thing every time, and then get blood on my dick, and then I have to clean it off.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
at this point, does it become like the Wolverine claw situation where it's, it's the claw?
Where like it hurts on the way out.
Rip through the every time.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
no, I don't
seriously.
know.
This is more than I would have ever wanted to think about this, to be honest.
Yeah, this is true. Anyway, moving on.
I tell you, it's just ridiculous.
Here. So what so like what games do you usually prefer streaming? Oh, also the Jazz, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, of course. I thought I
Digital Souls Park is now following.
A similar thing happened recently, though I'd rather not speak on it. Anyway.
Yeah, a similar thing did happen recently, didn't it?
Oh, I see what's going on.
Tug the collar. Anyway, so like I mentioned before, like Monster Hunter is kind of my big thing. I like Souls games a lot too, and just like action adventure games in general. Usually like character action kind of games. Though I've been going heavy, and I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of Path of Exile too, since that recently came out.
Isn't that
waiting on that game for a while?
A Path of Exile? What country are the devs from again? Is that one of the Chinese games that came out, or no?
I believe they are owned by Tencent, but the devs are New Zealanders, I think.
Oh, really?
Australians? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I watched some dev interviews, and the guy definitely has like a very strong either Kiwi or just straight up Australian accent. I honestly can't tell the difference between the two. I don't know if that's racist or not, but
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I'll
But
tell ya, Jazz, this guy over here.
Listen, Australia and New Zealanders do sound the same, at least to those who aren't from those regions, so...
I have no context for a New Zealand accent, so it probably would sound
I don't either, because New Zealanders and Australians sound the same to me.
Okay, well, at least it's not just me, right?
It's not just you. Don't worry. No worries.
I'm not the only one racist against the Kiwis. Good to know.
Look, I mean, it's probably not as bad as trying.
I know the Australians do
listen
not like
to
the
a-
Kiwis at all. They like to
Is
dunk
that
on them
they
and have
got
a chance. Yo, they like to dunk on them.
That I did not know.
Yeah, they like to dunk on them a lot. So let's see. Let's get on to a little more specific questions here. So what got you into singing, and how long have you been doing it?
As far as that goes, pretty much as long as I can remember. Right, like it's just like I've been I've been singing for as long as I can possibly remember, like all the way back to my little baby jazz junior days, toddlerdom and all that. I don't know. I've always just enjoyed singing. I've always enjoyed music, and when I discovered I could sing, it's like, oh, I could just make it on the spot, anywhere, anytime. And, and I've always had a lot of respect for different singers of different genres throughout the years. Oh,
Oh, that's my brother. I'm sorry.
oh, no, you're good. I was like, wait, huh? Is like someone in the audience getting real hype about this story? Apparently.
No. So me and my brother, we have shared office space for the computers because we live in a very cramped house. And
yeah, no worries, I get you.
he's watching the Game Awards with his girlfriend. So
Also,
Yeah, I forgot that was happening right now.
yeah.
Oh, so we're taking on the Game Awards this time. Last time we were taking on the presidential debates. Now we're taking
Oh,
on
that
the
was
Game
that
Awards.
was
We're the
several
biggest
months
show.
ago.
We are the
Interesting
biggest
sense of
show.
timing.
Yeah, we're the biggest show, guys. Best in the world.
Mm.
I guess in this case, worst on the internet, but still.
The Alex
Alright.
Jones of VTuber podcasts. Clearly.
Oh god. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly,
we
exactly,
haven't
but
we
with
haven't started
with
screaming
fewer
about
ripped off shirts and
and
talking
less
about super
gay
male
fro-
vitality.
and gay frogs and talking about pot-bellied vampire goblins that eat your children at night. We haven't gotten to that point yet.
Pot-bellied vampire goblins that eat your children at night, though.
Mm.
Anyways, one of my viewers said, you cannot be telling me that Aussies and Kiwis sound the same.
Tamora Morrison sounds like Aussie. What? I cannot imagine an Aussie clone trooper ever.
I'm sorry, it sounds Australian.
It
sounds
does.
Australian,
I'm sorry.
I'm
It sounds
sorry.
Australian to me too. Okay, it's just how Americans are. Listen, to us, a lot of European accents and like Australian and New Zealanders sound the same to us.
You gotta understand
I
it.
could tell the difference between like a German and a Frenchman, right? In terms.
I
of
mean,
accents,
yeah.
but-
I mean, the French
That's
are all like,
different, that's
oh,
different. Like, we're talking
oh.
We're talking like, I'm pretty sure, for English first language accents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, we're, yeah.
But like, it gets a little dicey when we go from Scottish to Irish.
Oh, Irish accents
me,
are
so.
unintelligible. It's impossible to understand what they're saying.
It depends. Like,
Ridiculous.
the ones I can barely understand are the ones that speak Gaelic and only Gaelic. And they won't speak like English at all.
I remembered hearing that apparently Count Dankula had to actually work on his accent a whole lot just to be understandable.
Are you fucking serious?
How unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Apparently his accent was just like used to be like way worse. Like just like impossible to understand.
Oh my god. That's pretty bad.
What about that?
It's pretty fucking
That's just
bad.
what I heard. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but
Okay.
it's funny to think about it regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, to be honest, I just really enjoy singing. It's just always a thing that's kind of been a part of my life, and I thought I'd go ahead and try and share that as part of my content creation, since it's one of the things I genuinely consider myself to be good at.
There you go. Let's see.
I wish I could be better at it myself.
Oh, I have offered to help you, practice and train.
I know I've been telling you to take
Alright,
up that
alright.
offer.
Yeah, just hit me up sometime.
So,
Anytime, really.
Maybe.
so, what got you into cosplaying? And what favorite cosplays have you done?
Let's see. We got into cosplaying. I mean, I've always enjoyed like dressing up for Halloween and shit like that, right? And I'd
Yeah.
always see these like
For a lot of
amazing.
people.
Yeah, yeah. And I'd always see like these amazing costumes when I would go on, say, I mean, I've always been friends with, nerd ass nerds, right? And people would go to conventions, and like they would come back and show me pictures of like all the cool cosplays they'd see, and I'd be like, oh man, that is really cool. Shit, I wonder if I could do that. Maybe just get like a ready-made costume off of Amazon or Etsy or whatever the hell, right? And just give it a shot, see how I feel about it. Just walk around in a costume at a convention and just have some fun with it. The funny thing is, the first time I really like did a cosplay in public, it wasn't at a convention. It was at an event that was it was called Club Cosplay, and what it was like this nerds nightclub. It was the subtitle. It was straight up just like going like took a little like a nightclub, but like everybody's cosplaying, and it drew like a pretty significant crowd. There'd usually be like a couple hundred people that show up at these club cosplay events, and yeah, just make a lot of friends there. And I'd go there in costumes and just dance and enjoy music and all have a good old time of it, right? And then from there, I was like, yeah,
That sounds
like,
fun.
because I think at some point along the way, club cosplay kind of broke down. It slowed down and they stopped doing them as much. And like, okay, well, what other what other events could I go check out? What actual conventions could I go to? And there's like me living here in Southern California, right, somewhere.
I am so
between-
sorry.
Well, this is the thing, right? Because the one time it comes in handy to live here when you're like somewhere between like pretty much right between the midpoint between San Diego and LA, where all the shit happens, right? It's a good place to be in terms of going to conventions because they're happening pretty much all of the time. There's at least a couple a month, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I would start going out to conventions, and I would go in costume, and I'd start having a lot of fun with that. I'd get people like stopping me. It's like, hey, can I get pictures of your cosplay? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I had a lot of fun doing that, taking pictures with other cosplayers. I post a lot of stuff on my Instagram. From those days when I was still going to conventions regularly. And God, I wish I could go back, man. I wish I could get back to doing that again. It really did fuck up my whole like schedule with that, and when I started
Life
working
just
weekends.
got in the way.
Yeah, it really
Yeah, that's
but
the thing.
but that was a great like.
Happens to
I'd
the
say
best of
about
us.
Yeah, absolutely. But that was a great like year and a half or so of just like going to cons on a fairly regular basis. Seeing a lot of the same people going to like just like, it's essentially a convention circuit, right? And a lot of the same people who live around Southern California would show up at the same ones because we're all just chomping at the bit to go to another event, see each other again, get some merch, do some cosplaying, etc., and so on. But as far as like some of my favorites, I'd say the Jotaro one that I do, the Jotaro Kujo cosplay I did, was pretty fucking solid. I really liked that one because I got a little creative with it. I had a friend help me out who was like his mom was a seamstress, and she was willing to like help out with like some costume modifications.
Oh, that's
most
cool.
of the costume was like a ready-made, purchased online sort of thing with a few adjustments to like fit a little more snugly, just so it actually gives the muscular JoJo character impression, right? Because I'm in pretty good shape, so I was able to like pull that off to some extent. I'm not actually Jotaro sized, but like I'm fit.
But you pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
what, you're not a massive 14-year-old or something.
No, I'm not. No.
Come on, this guy did it at 14. You slacking.
So my favorite thing about that, right, is like I don't know how familiar you two are with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Jotaro specifically. No. So
I'm
if
not.
you,
No,
yeah.
I only know about part 1. I still need to get through part 2.
Okay, have you like seen the character before?
I've seen Jotaro, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Everybody's
so
seen
you
it.
may see, yeah. If you've seen him, you might notice that as far as his hat goes, it like morphs into his hair,
Yes.
right? Like
So
the back part of his hat.
weird.
Yeah, like the back part of his hat is just like torn, but like it like becomes his hair. So what we did,
Yeah.
and it's actually a pretty cool thing, is we took the hat that came with the costume, which was like it was like a cap, right? Like it's not like the actual hat where it's like torn on the back. It's just like an actual like baseball cap kind of thing. But what we
Right.
did is we cut off the back part of the hat, but we left on the little strap that you actually like fasten like adjust the size with. It was one of those, right? We left
Right.
the strap on, and what I would do is because I had pretty long hair, or had pretty long hair. It's a little shorter now, but it's still pretty long. But what we do is that I would hide the strap in my hair, right? And we cut off the back part of the hat so that my hair would stick out of the back of the hat, and the strap would be essentially invisible to anyone who was looking at me. So
that's
it
a cool
looked like,
feature.
yeah. So it looked like the hat morphed into my hair. So that was
That's
actually
pretty
pretty cool.
cool.
I was proud of that. I thought that was pretty clever.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty
So
cool.
that was, yeah, so that was pretty good. And then I feel like my most accurate cosplay that I ever did was my Inosuke one, because I managed to find like a really realistic like boar head mask. Like they're
Oh
really
yeah,
nice,
from
high
Demon
quality
Slayer,
one
right?
online. Yes,
Yeah, the guy
yes,
with the
exactly.
pig head. Yeah.
Like as high
Yeah,
quality
yeah,
as the horse head mask, like
Yeah, like it looks like a realistic boar head. It's got like actual
Yeah,
fur
yeah.
on it and all that shit. Yeah. So
Oh, that's crazy.
So that one came out really nice. I managed to find these really nice replicas of his swords with like the bits knocked out of them, right? Like his swords in the show were like kind of jaggedy looking. I managed to find some really good swords that look just like those. I found the pants with the little like fur like waist bit. Yeah, it looks pretty much spot on. Except for the fact that I'm black. But other than that, it's spot on. So that was one of my favorites too. I'd say those two are probably the highest up there. I'll always have a soft spot for my like first real cosplay, the first one I put real effort into, which was my Joker from Persona 5 cosplay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was ready made as well, but I ended up like getting a few different costumes and kind of combining pieces to make it look as accurate as possible. Right, because like one costume didn't come with the shoes, so I had to get those separately. One costume didn't come with like a good pair of the gloves, so I got those separately, and I just kind of mixed and matched a bit to get like exactly what I wanted it to look like.
That is the
And
pain
I
of
was pretty
getting
proud of that too.
pre-made costumes, because sometimes like some parts are like really good and other parts aren't so good, and you kind of have to.
So I dicked
Cosplaying
around
is a
with it
lot
bit
of
and-
mix and matching.
It can be if you're not like somebody who can just make your own costumes, which I am not. I'm not a
Nah,
a
I'm not that kind of
seamster
person either.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
sometimes it's
I-
just about finding stuff that works,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I,
this
and
is
I
true.
did. I did, and I,
Not
I
first
I
rule?
did like.
First rule,
first-
as long as it looks good.
Absolutely, yeah. And I would like figure out some things here and there that weren't just like me buying something. I'd alter some stuff myself to the best of my ability when I could. For example, when I did Terry Bogard from King of Fighters.
Terry!
Yeah. Like the only parts of that costume that were like actually bought were just the vest and the hat, right?
Did you
'Cause
dye your
those are
hair
like
for
the
it?
main. No, I did not. Those are the main Terryisms, but like yeah, I got the jeans. I cut the sleeves off like a shirt, and got one that was like more form fitting. Because Terry's got to be like big, muscular, and all that shit. I'm never gonna have arms like Terry, right? Like my fucking legs aren't as thick as Terry's fucking arms, right? So can only do so much there. But I also like cut some holes out of some like winter gloves to make them look kind of like Terry's actual fighting gloves.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and in the end, the effect ended up being pretty solid. So I was proud of that one too.
That's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
So
I've had a lot of fun with it.
nice.
And
nice.
if I could cosplay anything though, I would love to get like a Nagaryuki from Guilty Gear Strive. If I could get that going, that'd be super sick.
That would be pretty cool. I wonder. What's the name of the creepy key lady from Guilty Gear? The one with the lady who
Abba.
drags the big key. Yeah.
Appa.
Could you imagine a couple cosplay like one person's Abba, the other has to be Paracelsus?
Mhm.
Oh
That
my
would
god,
be-
I
that
would
would
feel
cer-
bad for the guy in the key.
That would certainly. Well, I mean, you'd probably be walking around normally when like it's not time to take a picture, right? And then when
Right.
it's time to take pictures, you like straighten up and just kind of do the Paracelsus thing. But like
Yeah, that's
usually
true.
when you see cosplays like that, which are just like something especially goofy, normally those people when they're going around the convention itself are just walking around normally, and then they do the whole bit for a picture and then just go back to being normal again, right? Because you
Right.
can't just go around like she could like obviously. If someone's cosplaying Abba, they're not going to just drag around a whole other person who's pretending to be a key the whole time, right?
Yeah.
That'd be a bit ridiculous. But you do see some people who like will go the extra mile to do like the crazy shit. I remember there was somebody who was cosplaying Tanjiro, right? And I don't know if it was like their daughter or like little sister, but they had like a little toddler cosplayer doing Nezuko in a giant ass like box that he had on his back, and he was just carrying her around all day while she was sitting in the box.
Oh my
And
god,
I thought that I thought that was pretty cool. That was very clever.
that does sound clever. I don't know if you ever saw this. I don't know if you remember the one year where there was the moth meme freaking out about the lamps. Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen it, but it was.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
It was a
Everybody
short-lived
looted
meme
the moth.
for a while, and
This
there
does
was
sound familiar.
a couple cosplay. I can't find the fucking picture because I'm looking for it on Google.
Several
But there
VTubers
was-
were most likely birthed from that entire situation.
Maybe, but this is before VTubers really started kicking off in popularity. But I remember that year, there was this picture. I can't fucking find it on Google now to save my life. But do you remember A Christmas Story? Do you remember the really ugly ass lamp of the woman's leg with the fishnets and the high heels?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We watch that movie like every year. in my
Okay.
household.
This
Where does this come
one jacked
I got it
brick
away.
shit house of a guy dressed up as a moth.
Mhm.
And he had like his chest exposed and his arms exposed, but he had like the moth face and the wings and everything. And then the woman was dressed up as the fucking lamp from A Christmas Story. And she had
That's pretty.
everything was covered up except for her legs. And she had like the fishnets and the red stilettos. And I'm just like, what the
shit.
fuck?
You gotta appreciate those people who get real creative with that sort of thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always fun to see.
Yeah, and I remember there was a
Razor.
caption that said like couples costumes for this Halloween be like ...
We should watch some Christmas movies.
I know. Well, I think this weekend I'm gonna do some Christmas movies for movie night.
Hey, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the ways to get people to be like, oh, can we get a picture of you? Get a picture of you. And I tell you, man, that shit is a ridiculous confidence booster when like somebody just straight up stops you in the middle of you. Just
Oh,
like,
you had to get a
comes like,
picture
"Hey,
taken?
Let's get a picture of you. Yeah, exactly. And like when
Yeah.
I was doing the Inosuke one, that was an especially big confidence booster because like I've honestly put on a little bit of winter weight right now, but I mean I usually am.
Everyone's
I'm
got some
pretty
winter weight,
snatched,
though.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm usually pretty snatched, right? And like I had this girl. It's like, hey, can I get a picture of you? It's like, and I'm like, yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, cool, thank you. And like before she walked, she was like, yeah, I'm just getting a picture of all the hot cosplayers. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, there you go.
Exactly.
There you
like,
go.
yeah, that's
I-
good. Like the fucking like the meme of the dude who's like touching his face with both of his hands, right? And just like
Oh,
closed
my
eyes, you
God.
read, like that meme format, and just like
Oh Jesus.
I love that meme format. I love that meme format.
I think the best experience I had, right,
Mhm.
taking a picture with a cosplayer. It was
Mhm.
all right. So this is gonna be a weird story.
Mhm.
So I was at this one convention, and this goddamn shit was hot. But it was a group of these women. I guess they were My Little Pony companies. They weren't like wearing fursuits or anything like that, but they were supposed to be like I forget what the fuck they were. There were these characters in the show that are supposed to be like stunt. I don't get the Pegasus ones. They're supposed to be like stunt flyers, or like the blue ones. Or whatever. The Wonderbolts. Yeah, the Wonderbolts.
The Wonderbolts, yeah.
Yeah, but they were all sexy versions of them, so they wore like skin
Hey.
tight suits. Like you know what I'm talking about, like the acrobat kind of leotards where like there's no leggings for it. It's just like it looks like a one piece bathing suit. So like
Yeah, I
they were
gotcha.
like, and they were fit as fuck. They were like it was like tight on all the right places. And I was going around with my phone,
This guy. check
right,
this guy.
taking pictures of different like cosplayers and shit, asking them first, of course, from my Twitter at the time.
Total creep.
Because like I was taking pictures for the Twitter account I had. This is long before I became a content creator. And this group of girls were like, "Oh, you want to get a picture taken with us?" I'm like, sure. So like, one of the guys like, "Oh yeah, I'll hold your phone for you." And then one of them was like, the one girl was like, "You could put your arm around my waist if you want." I'm like, "What?"
This sounds like a setup.
I mean, some of them are just super down for that sort of thing. Listen,
I'm like, are you sure? It's just like, yeah, I don't give a shit. It's like, obviously you showered. Obviously you
'cause
showered.
Here, I have a similar situation that I had when I went. The one time I went to, what's the big one called? Not Comic Con. The big Anime Expo. The one year I went to Anime Expo, I had a similar thing happen here. I'll shoot the image right now.
But I did like the
There it
Keanu
is.
thing with it though. I kind of hovered.
I ran into some bunny girls at Anime Expo.
Ooh, let me see
And,
this.
Peak.
Yeah, they were very forthcoming with the.
I can see that. Ooh, god damn. All right, I'm gonna put this on stream here.
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Alrighty. Oh shit, I gotta save this image first before I can put it on there. Damn you, OBS. Yeah, if you have any photos, feel free to share them, and I'll. Oh god, that's a big ass photo. All right,
Absolutely. And Shiro seemed curious about the. The Inosuke head. I do have some images of that as well. I can.
Oh
send
yeah,
you.
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and put that on the stream, or in the chat. Alright.
Where was
Really
it?
do wish we didn't like get a setup for that, you know?
We do. We'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, like for us to
There you go.
be
There
able
we
to
go.
put images on there.
All right, there you go, Shiro. You can see the Inosuke cosplay.
Okay, there we go. Let me get that as well. Oh shit! Damn, that's a really good cosplay. Holy shit!
Thank you.
Oh dang, you're ripped in this one.
Yeah, that was one of my better fit moments.
Yeah, you know what? There was this one.
I need to get back in shape. I need to start jogging again.
There was one YouTuber I met. He does like a lot of fitness like videos for like anime and shit. I don't know if you ever heard of Jack's Blade.
What was the name again? One more time.
Jack's Blade, I think his name was.
Jack's Blade. The name does sound vaguely familiar.
Yeah, he's like a personal trainer, but he does like a lot of like training analysis videos of different fictional characters for like anime and stuff.
Alright, how
But
much
I'm not
stuff
that
you
guy.
gotta do to look like a Baki character?
Mhm.
Yeah, there we go. Those are really good cosplays, man. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Oh, the Miles. I forgot about the Miles Morales one for some reason, but that one was a
Oh
really good
shit!
one,
That
too.
that must have been a really good one. You know, Miles Morales.
Yeah, I managed to get the jacket that had like the.
I was a
the
little
symbol on it.
disappointed that Miles Morales. I'm disappointed Miles Morales wasn't in Marvel Rivals yet.
He'll probably be in there at some point. Oh,
No.
this is a funny one. It's one of my favorites from back in the day.
Let's see.
One of those creative cosplayers I ran into.
Let me see here.
All right.
Oh no! Oh, almost
good,
ready
right?
to throw hands.
Good times.
God.
Good times.
Dude, Elmo looks so derpy, oh my god!
Elmo is just like Elmo's doing some right rage. He's ready to throw hands.
Love to see it.
I'll meet you in the Elmo will meet you in the parking lot of Waffle House.
The Waffle House parking lot is where all of the world's greatest warriors meet.
I still find it funny that the devs of Tekken, there were people requesting that they make one of the stages a Waffle House, and then the Tekken devs were like, okay, we will add it, but we need to research the cultural significance of this. And we will see. So hopefully they add Waffle House in a future Tekken game.
Look,
If
okay,
they do,
look, all I'm saying is it's where all of the world's greatest warriors meet to do battle with one another. It's like, dude, Waffle House is peak.
Man, just
Oh.
looking through these images, God, I miss cosplaying so much. I had so many fun memories.
I want to get into cosplaying. It's just I haven't had the money nor the time to afford it.
Yeah, I was doing back when I really first started. I was doing like a lot of overtime, so I had plenty of disposable income to throw at getting like costumes set up and whatnot.
I've just got like I'm just socially just like people scare me, so I just don't think I could ever get into it.
I mean, the thing about cosplaying and going to conventions is like usually there's a lot of really nice people there. You know, like
Yeah.
nobody's really judgmental or anything like that. They're all just there to have a good time, and you know, as long as you're there to have a good time too, you'll probably find some people you can jive with.
Yeah, there's usually some
Everyone's
pretty
very
chill
friendly.
cosplayers.
Yeah,
Not
very
to mention,
respectful,
I
too.
just
Like, they're
got
always
why not?
they always ask you first if they can.
Oh,
Like,
Phalanx, thank you for the raid.
look
Oops,
at your
sorry.
costume. Oh, hey, hi Raiders. Go ahead.
Hello, sorry.
Okay, do the Raider. Do the Raider welcome.
Hey everybody, we're doing episode 21 of Schizzo Sessions here. How y'all doing, Raiders? What are we doing, Phalanx? Sorry, I didn't get the notification. I need to fix that because I never get the raid notification sound.
Are you using Botrix for it?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I
Are
have
you-
something else. I have, like, it's weird. The notifications for my follows, like the wolf howl comes up, but then when I get raids, it doesn't come up. I need to fix it.
Wolf Howl too.
Oh, you
That's
don't?
very
It's-
bizarre.
It's not a wolf howl. It's just an over howl that I use for my notification sounds.
Nice,
so I mean,
nice,
very
nice.
similar kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
'Cause
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't mean to
just
cut
gonna
you off there,
look
Those
Jess.
are just wolf wyverns. So.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
just gonna leave Jazz squaring up against Elmo
Oh my god. Yeah.
in the background here.
You
I
wanna
have
throw
fought
hands,
Elmo.
bitch?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh man. Fuck. Have you ever seen that one, like, speaking of Sesame Street characters doing like weird fucked up things, did you ever see that one scene in Family Guy where Lois is at a club? She goes to the bathroom and fucking she opens up a stall and it's Cookie Monster with a spoonful of cookie
with
dough
the-
and a lighter underneath. He goes, "Oh no, you caught me."
No, I was thinking that. I was
Honestly,
thinking that one bit when Meg was doing bird calls and Big Bird showed up.
Oh
He's
yeah, I
just like,
remember
I
that one.
can't fly like other birds. I had to take the train to come over here. Make me sick, bitch. Like, Jesus.
I've got to be honest with you guys. The
Mhm.
Cookie Monsters, Cookie Addiction, I think it's overplayed. I think
Yeah.
it's overplayed.
Remember when he was Veggie Monster for a little bit there? They made him green.
I don't remember that actually. What? the
What?
fuck?
Yeah, they did that for a little
Why?
while. You know what's really goddamn funny? Is the last and only funny thing Stephen Colbert ever did. When he still did the Colbert Report, he called out Cookie Monster, and they had Cookie Monster show up, and he said some shit. I was surprised the Jim Henson Company
they-
allowed him to say it. He goes, "Steven, you don't understand. Me had really crazy time with cookies in 60s and 70s and 80s. Me was like the Robert Downey Jr. of cookies."
That's actually amazing. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. Talking about how Elmo's his AA sponsor.
Okay, look, I know Stephen Colbert is kind of like
A
he
loser?
fell off. I know he kind of fell off, but like
Maybe,
you gotta admit,
maybe.
dude had some moments in the past. Okay,
He did.
did
You
you
know,
ever
what,
like
you know what I think it is?
what?
He didn't have a character to
Okay,
hide
okay.
behind anymore, that's why.
Well, I was thinking it was
Hmm.
just because, like, at the time, it's like the internet wasn't such a big thing, so there wasn't going to be like a whole lot of clip sharing of that sort of thing, right? And you know, kids weren't up that late to watch the Colbert Report or whatever. So there was a minimal chance of kids actually seeing Cookie Monster say all that shit, right?
So,
That
So
is
maybe that's
also
why they
true.
let it go through.
That is also
so
true.
there was this one series he did for a bit there that always stood out for me called
Harvey Birdman.
No,
He wasn't
Wait,
that.
That was him.
That was him.
Like
He was the guy with the eye
series that was, like,
patch.
I think it was like a part of his show or something. I don't really know for sure what it was. I think it was called Clueless Gamer. He'd just play games
with
and just make fun of.
no, that was
It
Conan
was
O'Brien.
great.
That was Conan O'Brien.
Oh, was it Conan? Oh, never mind. then.
See, unlike
Colbert
Stephen,
had
Conan
nothing.
O'Brien is actually funny.
Yeah, never mind. You know what? You know what? All these late night talk show hosts, they all look the same to me.
See, we're different though. We don't look the same.
All right, they all like. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be racist to late night talk show hosts.
I'm
but they
sorry.
all
You
come off
you
like the
you you,
exact
you
same
can't be
person.
racist to fake journalists.
Damn. That's
It's
great.
like it's like when Pippa said
Alright,
you
I
can't
look-
be racist to Italians.
Did she?
Look,
She
I'm
said
just
that,
saying.
yes.
Look, I'm just saying.
Oh, you said Pippa, right? Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Pippa,
That's,
yeah.
that's extremely believable. Yeah. All
Pippa's a fucking gremlin, man.
right.
Anyways. Yeah, but seriously though, like, all those talk show hosts, they just kind of blend together after a bit.
They do. I'm gonna say this right now. I can't stand Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy,
I never really watched a whole lot of those like late night talk show host kind of
Yeah.
shows. You know.
the only funny
It's not
thing
really
about
my thing.
Jimmy Fallon is when he like starts screeching over the hashtag Rip Jimmy Fallon trends that will pop up on Twitter every now and then. He'd be like, "I'm not gay."
Man, I need to get a hashtag rip going for myself. That might help
Oh
me
my
get some more
God.
numbers.
You should make like a big controversy and be like, cancel Enatsu Shiroi.
Look, Razor, that's how we do it. We gotta
You,
start like
you have
the
to
big
like
beef.
say something. I don't know. You're gonna have to say like something, because the thing is, people are getting
I got
canceled
it.
over dumb shit that isn't even controversial.
All the time.
Then when you do something that's actually controversial, nobody cares.
I mean, this is true. Also, these are some really great cosplays here, Jazz.
Okay.
No, they're very good. Like seriously.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying them.
Yeah. Let's see here.
How did you meet Rosa?
Yeah, how did you meet Rosa? That was gonna be the next question. Sorry.
So it's funny. This was back when she was still a part of Haven X.
Oh yeah, the VTuber company. Yeah,
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
while back, wasn't
And-
it?
that's way back.
Yeah. And the first one I interacted with actually wasn't Rosa. It was Koa.
Who's Ko?
Koa was the monkey girl VTuber that was.
Oh, I think I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
sounds
remember
familiar.
I can't remember the exact. I remember the exact circumstances. She made a post on Twitter, and I replied to it, and that led to like a little like back and forth conversation, and we ended up I think exchanging follows, and I became aware of Haven X through that, right?
Mhm.
And at one point, I think I just ended up DMing Rosa to, because I figured she's friend with Koa, she's probably cool, so, make some conversation, see what's up. And we found out that we were both, like, big Souls heads, right? Because at that point, I had played, like, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. We were both excited about Elden Ring and all that, so we were talking about it, and it's like, yeah, it's like, we should hang out sometime, we can play some games, or whatever, this, that, and the other. And it just kind of took off from there, to be honest.
Oh, that's
Been
awesome.
friends ever since.
That's pretty fucking cool. And Rose is really chill. It's funny. The funniest thing too, I used to lurk a lot on YouTube when she was like still going by Rosa and not Ginny now. And I think this is before when she was still working at that VTuber company too, which is fucking crazy.
I remember how shocked you were.
Yeah, because you
when I
said
got her
Ginny, and
eye.
I'm like, okay, who's Ginny? So I went to go look her up, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I remember her. Yeah. Yeah, that shit was like fucking surreal. It's still fucking surreal. You know?
Yeah, it's wild how you meet people. Like,
It
seriously.
is, especially people who you were originally watching a long time ago. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, Rose is pretty cool though.
Yeah, she's.
I gotta say, you and Rose are both great company.
Oh,
I'm,
definitely.
Hmm?
It's so much fun.
Glad-
It's so much fun.
Glad to hear that. I truly am. I'm proud to be a friend to her, and I'm always happy to meet people who are fans of her just as I am.
Yeah. Let's see here. What was gonna say with the next question? Sorry, I'm scrolling up here.
So, what took the 2 year to run the Offensive Charm podcast?
Yes.
I don't really. I feel like we were just like at some point we're just like, hey, what if we tried doing a podcast? Just another like outlet for content creation. We can, talk about current events and game industry stuff since we're all big into games. At the time, it was me, Rosa, and Miles. Miles David VT, a good friend of ours, dear little brother to me. And we did an episode, and Miles kind of dropped out immediately afterwards because he and Rosa ended up getting into it a few times during the session. He was just like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know if I'm really cut out for this after all. But then we brought Asta in, and Asta's a really good fit for the show, so that's pretty cool. And hey, don't let this get out too much. But we're actually looking into adding another host into the mix.
Oh, really?
Somewhat soon. So keep an eye out for that.
Oh.
I don't advanced details on that just yet, but there may be some changes coming up on the OCP. Pretty soon.
Nice.
I'm excited about that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so there's that.
You're getting a number 4 in, or I guess Asta's getting replaced.
Nah, we never replace Asta. Asta's great.
Aren't
It's
you talking
another
about
one of my
like?
little-
Aren't you talking about like replacing Ginny with me after I'm still going strong. You're just starting to fall asleep over there.
That was just a joke. I can't take you from Razor. Razor still needs you.
Yes.
Nah, that's true. I am needed.
Yeah, I remember you asking me about. I just noticed something. I remember you asking about the drinks, and I guess I never actually answered. But you know what? Dr. Pepper's actually that's pretty solid. That's a
Okay.
solid choice.
Okay then.
When I go by fast food places, you should do what I get because they don't have Cactus Cooler at fast food places.
You want to know something?
Dr.
You wanna know
Pepper's pretty
something?
good.
When I go to fast food places, I don't get the drinks. The drinks are a ripoff.
I mean,
They can
so
be.
Here's the thing. I get what you're saying, Shiro. But listen, if you ask them to not put ice in it, they have to not put ice in it, and then you actually get the whole soda.
That's not what I'm talking about. The amount of money you could get the same amount of drink if you just ran over to Walmart, grabbed the 6-pack out of the like the freaking soda aisle.
I see what you're saying.
You would get like
Oh,
twice that for it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's a
I mean, 'cause
ripoff. You can
I
go.
usually just- Because you do a meal, right? So, because I like getting like the side, like the fries or whatever.
Never get the
And I
meal.
usually just come.
Never get the meal.
No.
Nah, you
Is
just
that
buy
actually- is that
buy
actually-
the. Nah, you buy the main thing and the side. Skip the drink. You save like $2.
Huh. Maybe I'll just have to start doing that. I mean, I've been trying to eat out less anyway. Just save money. Go with like a healthier option at home, something like that.
Yeah, I tend
So,
to.
Yes, I am min-maxing fast food. I'm poor.
Fair enough. I mean, again, been doing a lot of overtime lately, so I can spare a couple of trips to a Panda Express or whatever, and not be too beat up about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't afford
I get
to do
you.
it, but I do it anyway sometimes.
No, I do get you.
I've been avoiding
the-
fast
I
food
need
just
the
because it's expensive
serotonin.
as fuck.
I
Yeah.
need the serotonin and the occasional kind of full meal. I don't know.
That's true.
I do get it for sure.
Let's see here.
How does it feel to have so many unique guests on your show?
Yes.
So a lot of that is definitely.
I met a lot of freaks and weirdos, so they were unique.
Yeah.
Wow, Shiroi.
I will say that we have Rosa to thank for that because she just knows pretty much everybody somehow. we get a lot
She
of
definitely
interesting
gets
guests from her connections, yeah, like Arch and Dev and and I got a few guests of my own in there, like
Dev
Emerada.
was a surprise.
D.
Dev was a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Yeah, so apparently how that worked was that Rosa met Dev through Arch, because Rosa had met Arch first. And of course, Dev is one of the somewhat consistent hosts on the Archcast.
I always forget
So,
that.
Yes.
I always forget that he's on Archcast.
Yeah.
I always
So
forget he's
they're-
on Archcast, and then it's like I know like Putu people who know Arch, so it's like, I guess like 3 people, but whatever.
No, I get you. So
Then
yeah,
again,
that's,
I don't
and
like
that's how
Arch
that's how they
cast.
know each other. And then through like those bigger ones, Rosa got to know like Camelot. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's a
don't
fairly
know.
larger creator as well. Yeah, he's on the upper end. He's around like Dev and Arch territory. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, God bless you.
But yeah, we have some bigger ones. We've had some smaller ones. Like, of course, you two have both been guests on the podcast as well. You know,
Yes.
we've had some friends on. We met some people who were like-minded. Because the way our podcast is, we kind of have to find guests who are like down to talk about the stuff that we talk about from the perspective that we usually talk about these things from, which can be a bit of a challenge in the VTuber space, especially.
Yeah, there are
since
some
it-
The VTuber
very.
space has some very
leans a little more liberal,
uptight
typically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say liberal. I would just say very. They're very like safe.
Yeah. Which I mean, because like the way as rabid as people can be on Twitter and whatnot, I do kind of get it. But yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of moved past giving a shit about that sort of thing.
The day
So
that
usually
you
when we go-
learn
Gotta-
that Twitter doesn't matter, that is the day that you are truly
You're-
liberated.
that you were free.
Yes.
The day that
Just-
maybe
just-
you can just straight up say a racial slur on stream and realize nobody
Yeah.
cares.
It was like the day
I don't know
was
about that
cringe.
one.
Say it, Razor. Say it. You know you want to. Nah, don't say
No.
it.
What?
I mean,
No.
you know, Rose, that you be dropping all kinds of bombs on stream these days.
Yeah, she
I don't know.
drops more bombs than we dropped on Baghdad.
Yeah.
I
and I'm sure-
admit. Sometimes I was just like, oh my god, can you say that? Just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
I
you
was
guys
kind of like
remember
looking at
the
Shira
whole-
sometimes, like, holy fuck, how much in trouble are we gonna be?
I'm sure you guys remember the whole like R word thing on Twitter. That was Rose's. Just like when
Oh
nobody
yeah,
cares.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nobody cares.
I say it because you know what? It
Oh.
was okay when we said it in the military.
No, I say it too. I don't care.
I was
don't
called
care.
out many times in the military, so I'm like, I'm still gonna fucking say it.
Yeah, no. I
Alright,
mean,
you know
I'm
what?
with
You
guys.
know
I-
what?
I
Hey,
think-
You know what?
Cassius just said in chat, people be sensitive bitches. Yes, they do be.
If you,
They do
Yeah,
be
if
no, I
sensitive
you
get
never,
you. I personally agree that like people getting upset about it always just seem kind of retarded to me. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
if you've lived your entire life and never once made your dad so angry at you that he just straight up asked, "What are you, retarded or something?" That you have lived a very unfulfilled life. You may as well be dead already.
You've lived a very boring life.
Yes. Very unfulfilled, very boring.
Yes. You
You
like
lost.
a lot of people are very stuck up about shit nowadays. Like people have such a fucking 18-inch
You wanna
long
know-
stick up their ass.
Do you want to know
Mhm.
why I think that is?
Why?
The reason why
Yeah,
I think that is because everybody is so obsessed with
Looking
making
like
it,
the good person.
with
Oh.
being
Oh yeah, looking like a good
big, with
person too.
being. Well, yeah, sure, it's virtue signaling, but alongside, but I think it comes from the fact that people, they are so desperate to succeed and be like the biggest thing ever that they just can't help but just like the moment that anybody even so much as like the
People are
moment that anybody even they think that if they don't dogpile, that makes it less likely, that makes it more likely for them to be accused and worthy of being dogpiled later. And the fact of the matter is,
Yeah.
you're not.
I mean, I agree, and
Yeah,
Cassius
I-
in chat just said it. People are obsessed with being victims. Hey,
Oh,
Lang,
yeah,
what's
that
up?
Too, that too. But like, I think on a deeper level, like in the VTubing scene especially, because everybody's over here being like, okay, well, I want to be potentially, I want to be hireable, long term. You know?
I'm gonna be real. I used to want to be part of a VTuber company,
Okay.
but I'm gonna be real. Seeing how the
Razor, you-
corporations are going, I don't want to be a part of one.
No.
And the lack
Here's
of
why you
creative
want
freedom.
to be a part of a VTuber company. Here's why you want to be a part of a VTuber company.
Mhm.
You wanna
That
be a
brand
part of a
recognition.
company. You want to be there for like 2 years. Okay, you build up an
Okay.
audience. People love you,
And then
and
you
then you do
graduate for
something
creative
and
differences.
have like a horrible falling out with the company,
Okay.
and then you graduate to millions of people screaming your name, and then you double your audience on your roommate account.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
And I would say you probably like get your own character and such sorted before joining a brand though, and then make sure you
Yeah.
get in writing that you get to keep your shit when you leave.
Well, that's one thing I don't
Case in
like with a
point.
lot of these VTuber companies, because it's like not being able to use that model again is just a waste of resources, and it's a waste of good
Yeah.
art.
It's sad, honestly.
I'll say
But
this:
it's the nature of graduation.
I would
Not
rather.
all things are meant to last
Right.
forever.
I would rather a corpo VTuber graduate than have them be replaced by somebody else. Like, look what happened to Q's New Eye. I think Q's New Eye has been replaced like
Oh
twice.
God, like 3 times. Yeah, we're
Has
like
it been
on,
3
I think, like,
times
the third
now?
version of her.
I know the first Q's New Eye like came out and said they were treated like shit, and now they're just a
Which is
regular
really
face
sad,
cam
'cause she was,
streamer.
Like she was like one of the first VTubers. which
Yes,
is
she
the weirdest
was,
thing to
and
think
she
about.
got fucked over. She got fucked over bad.
I imagine there wasn't much precedence for that sort of thing. Since
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah,
the-
unfortunately.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, those in power.
That was probably a black company.
Over her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, able
absolutely.
to get away with all kinds of stupid shit. Yeah.
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 Fucking.
Yeah, but I was anyways, as I was saying earlier, case
Mm.
in point, Doki Bird.
Doki Bird,
Oh,
yeah,
that whole thing was rough.
she
She walked away
was
with
a great success
so
story.
many more followers after that.
Yeah, like she went through it, but she's definitely doing pretty great things.
I'm gonna say this.
And that's why I put in an application with Niji Sanji.
I'm gonna say this right now. Any color. I'm gonna say this right now.
No, Niji
Let me,
Sanji's the
no,
best.
no.
the best
Let me
couple.
adjust my mic. Let me adjust my mic because I'm gonna say some shit. I'm gonna say some really nasty shit.
Oh.
Fuck Vox Akuma, and fuck that little femboy piece of shit with the vomit-colored hair, UK Violetta. By the way, did you know that in the Hawaiian language? Oh, that was UK. By the way, in Hawaiian, UK means smelly, unwashed vagina.
I did not know that.
So
And I
UK,
really doubt
if you're
you
gonna
would
get, if somehow this clip, if someone clips this and somehow it gets to UK Violetta, hey UK, you can suck my 7-inch long, pale Irish Italian American schlong and choke on it. Fuck you.
7 inches, impressive. Well done.
I don't know what's impressive. So, you know.
That's 7 inches is pretty good.
That is
Okay.
8 is too much.
8 is
A
probably.
lot of women say it is too much.
And then like if you hit a foot, you know, that's when like
7 is like Goldilocks.
You
It's
pass
just
out.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like the porn comics always show you. It's like, oh, they love it. when
they
you
always
get
have like the
surface. No,
massive
no, they
whopper
don't.
dongs. No, they don't. It hurts like a motherfucker for a woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah. What was I gonna say here? Oh yeah. So advice for those trying to run their own podcast. Because I know we run a podcast. You've run a podcast, so.
And we
I
can
feel like I'm not-
definitely use some advice.
Considering our podcast hasn't even become monetized yet, I feel like I'm not the right person to give advice. But I mean, I
This doesn't
suppose
either.
the best thing I know to do, and this is kind of just like a content creator thing in general, is just be consistent, right? I mean, talk about things that people will find interesting, and we like to have the audience actually help us with that. Like we have a channel in the Discord where people can send us stories that they are interested in, that they might want to hear us talk about. So I usually add some of those to the docket. Not all of them make it in, but a few of those here and there definitely helps to let people feel like they're actually part of the process. Especially with the way we do the how we do the naming of the podcasts.
Right.
We just we come up with suggestions as we go through, and at the end we let the audience vote on what they think the podcast title should be.
Maybe we
that's
should
like
start
the
doing that,
tradition.
Razor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
makes for a nice little a nice little eye catcher on the VODs after the fact, right?
I am thinking of. Oops, go ahead.
What was yesterday's fucking title? Nothing beats off goon marketing. was the title that we ended up going with. On
I mean,
that one,
goon
so-
marketing is good. Look at Zenless Zone Zero. Look how good that did. Look
Yeah.
how good Girls Frontline 2 did. I mean,
because we were talking about Marvel Rivals and the fact that those models are a little more detailed
thicker.
than people thought they were going to be once they actually ripped them, right?
Yeah.
So, Netties knew what
I'm
was going to happen, and
sorry.
they prepared accordingly. Is what
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
In my opinion, it feels to me like the company that's less. I feel like it's less. It comes off more like it is just kind of more so them begging, please make porn of this.
I mean, hey,
Please make porn of this. Come on,
Porn,
make porn of
I
this.
notice, is good for stock
people
prices.
will look up your game. People will look up your game if you based on how much porn of that game
Go-
there is, right? It happens.
I just don't like it because it's like I don't like it when the corporate guys catch on because you know it's gonna eventually just start like devolving further. It makes
No,
it worse in the long run.
I get you. Here's the thing. I don't think it's actually that's actually what's happening with.
It
the
makes
way
it
the
feel
models turned out.
inauthentic.
Yeah, I get you, but I don't think that's actually what's happening. That was me like joking about like them leaning into it. I don't think that's actually what happened there. I think maybe that's just how they do their models over there or something. But I don't think they're
I
actually.
mean that is
like,
also a possibility.
trying to goad fans into making porn so they can get. More,
I will say though,
get
I
more
do like the
traction.
character designs for Marvel
Well, they're
Rivals.
really nice.
Yeah, they're really fucking
They're
nice.
Super solid.
You know what's
We-
funny?
We were talking about like realism versus just like a really good stylized art style, and that is that's a massive example of a stylized but like
Oh, I love
really
a good-
nicely
I love a good
stylized art
style.
style will
Yeah.
beat realism every day of the week.
By the way,
Not any day of the
actually,
week, every day of the week.
oh yeah. By the way, Jazz. So I was asking Shiroi this. Would you like to play Marvel Rivals with me and Shiroi sometime on stream? Maybe
Yeah,
get Rose involved too. A few others.
That's the thing. That's the thing. We were talking about it on the podcast. Me and Asta and Rosa was like, "Oh yeah, Rosa is actually somewhat interested in the game now." The way me and Asta were talking about it, because we both played some, and she's actually kind of interested in checking out, like, mostly because of the synergy effect thing, that mechanic where like characters can synergize with each other. And
Oh
whatnot.
yeah, like different
She thought-
characters
she
you
thought that
can
was
do a
really
team up.
interesting.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Wolverine's so much
Yeah, she
fun to
thought that
play
was-
as.
Yeah, she thought that was really interesting, so she was like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll check it out. We can get a team together of like people we actually know, and go in and see what we can do."
Yeah, it's been fun
And
playing it with
somebody
other
clicked
people.
it.
Yeah, somebody did.
Yeah, somebody-
I gave
Just
Lang the
ma-
go ahead.
Just make sure to just make sure to like at the guy in it when you post it to Twitter.
Oh god, I actually tried to add him on Twitter with the last time. I did an edit where it's his face faded out with the Urban Dictionary definition of UK, where it says UK, Hawaiian term for smelly unwashed vagina. And I never got a response, but I did get a bunch of unfollows on Twitter, and I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, you're not gonna get a response, Razor. You're not. The truth is, we're not worth responding to.
And you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. You know what's funny though? I've never gotten a negative response from a Niji sister, but I have gotten bad responses from fruit fans, from fans of Fruit Apricot, and I've gotten a shitload of negative responses from fucking what's the name of the one bitch? Tricky, yeah,
For what it's worth,
from her
honestly,
fans.
there's really not much. Yeah, like when it comes to fruit, it's like nothing
Well,
is lost.
well, the thing is with fruit,
Nothing's
it's
lost.
very low hanging.
Mhm.
It's true as well. And I mean
Yeah.
very low hanging, like you can like
Like in the words of Ghost
you
Politics,
gotta-
lower than a
you gotta
leprechaun's
bend
nutsack.
down to pick it, like that's how low hanging it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but-
still love that
yeah.
one meme where it's like the POV. You are a you are a service member who just got home from deployment, and they got the heartbeat sensor from in Modern Warfare 2, and there's two dots, and you just see fruit in the bedroom, and then like there's another dot implicating there's someone hiding in the closet
Mhm.
because she cheated on her husband while he was on deployment.
Fucking.
That was really
Fucking
screwed up.
bitch.
That was really screwed up. Like that was really messed up.
Listen, that
Because you guys are you're ex-military, right?
yes, I am.
So I guess that one kind of hit you a bit personally.
Yeah, I know a lot of good people who were cheated on
gone
by
through the
their
same thing?
ungrateful spouses while they were away.
That's rough.
And not even while they were away, while they were still stateside. It's like, the fuck, man? Like,
To a degree, it almost makes you wonder if maybe they really should make a law about it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it really sucks for service members.
This needs to be socially
By the way, that
stigmatized a lot more.
that fat bitch Frogan.
Mhm.
Fuck her. Not
Frogan,
literally,
that's
she's
her-
too
that's her
ugly.
name.
And Mia Khalifa, well, I'd say fuck that bitch, but I feel like half the planet already has. But she
Yeah.
said similar comments, so
Yep.
yeah.
I do recall.
It's like you're gonna shit on the same people who fought ISIS, you know, the terrorist organization that wanted your head on a fucking platter. Because you
Yeah,
were
they're-
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just that's like a sheep. That's like sheep making fun of the sheepdog. When the sheepdog is trying to keep them safe from the literal fucking wolves. It's just like what
Yeah.
the
I have
I
a
get you.
feeling. Why do I have a feeling that's like somebody's made a political cartoon featuring.
Oh, they
that?
have done that. They've done that many times. Yeah, it was like hens.
It's very similar energy to the whole chickens for KFC bit that happened with
Yeah.
the whole LGBT for Palestine and all that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you guys do know they handcuff y'all behind your back and throw you off of a tall building, and they make it a spectator event. It's like, and it's the same thing with
Oh,
people who
okay.
support like communism, because it's like you do know like Che Guevara was like a massive homophobe,
Love watching me a good old public execution.
and he put gay people in gulags and shit.
I mean, the thing about cults, Razor, is that the logic usually doesn't line up very well.
That is very true. That is very, very true.
Some people just don't. Some people just don't really think about the long-term consequences of their
Speaking
decisions.
speaking of cults and how they fuck everything they touch, so what's your honest opinion on the current state of entertainment and nerd culture?
You know, it's been really annoying for a long time, and this year has been very forward-facing with how stupid it's been, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people have become a lot more aware of it, but that's kind of why I'm actually a little more hopeful about it, is because people have seemingly become a lot more aware of how bad things have gotten, and now it's, you know, it's really starting to be a thing where you can feel that vibe shifting the other way at this point, and we're kind of getting back to a more what's the word? Merit-focused kind of thing here is what it feels like. It feels like, yeah, we kind of need to sharpen our shit up here and really think about what we're trying to prioritize if we want to keep making money. Which at the end of the day, these are all businesses. They're making art, but the art needs to make money so they can keep making more
Yeah.
art. Right?
Like art and
It's a-
creative freedom is great and all, but money is also important.
Yeah, if you're a business and you're expecting people to buy it, which they are, they want people to buy this stuff, then they're gonna have to start making what people actually want to see, not just what they think they want to see or what they think
I
they
wonder-
should want to see.
I wonder how I wonder if any of the recent like kind of gains that have been made are going to start going into like some of the dubbing and all that. You know,
I don't know.
like I'm
I-
talking like, you know, for foreign games specifically, like, you know, like how bad, like will the next Fire Emblem game be slightly less censored than Engage was?
Engage,
I-
I wasn't interested in Engage. I'm sorry. The character with the fruit
Honestly-
roll up hair, I was like, no.
The
Honestly,
VTuber,
as somebody-
was-
As somebody who played Engage, you missed
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
That's good. Okay,
I
then I'm
kinda
skipping
wanted to
that
give
one.
it a try at least, but okay.
I gave it a try. I bought the DLC, dude. I couldn't. I just.
Oh, that bad.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. I
Jesus.
just didn't like it.
I think part of the
Yikes.
reason I think part of the reason I didn't even get into it in the first place is because I never even finished Fates. Was the one before that, right?
Fire Emblem Fates.
No,
that
Three
was
Houses.
for
no,
the
Three Houses.
3DS. Three Houses.
Actually,
In my
I
opinion-
didn't finish either of them actually.
I
Oh,
love
Jesus,
Three
really?
Houses. I love Three Houses.
I need to play Three Houses. I have it for the Switch.
Three Houses I have no excuse for at all. But Fates ended up pissing me off because what happened
Fates
was
is-
I was
Oh.
Yeah.
Pissed off a lot of people.
yeah. What happened with me specifically is that I was playing through I think it was Birthright is the one where you start with like the
Don't tell me you got
Eastern-inspired
stuck on
faction,
Birthright,
right?
Jazz. Please
No,
don't
no, I
tell me
didn't-
you got
I-
stuck on
li-
Birthright.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay, so what happened was that I was just like building up units and building up their bonds and whatnot. And I was, and I spent a good amount of time grinding all that out. But you may recall that Fates was kind of like the sort of game that didn't have an autosave, right? And I didn't remember it didn't have an autosave because I was so used to every game having a goddamn autosave.
Oh
And
no!
I went into the next. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. This wasn't even. This one wasn't even my fault. This wasn't even. Listen. It's not even my fault, right? Because I did all of that, right? And I
Right.
boosted I forget his name, but there's like one of the ninjas who's like one of the first units you
Seizo.
get on your team.
Kaze.
I think it was the more polite ones. I think that was Seizo.
No, Seizo is the one with
I
the
sadly have not
mask,
played
or-
Fates.
The one that didn't have a mask on, because I
That's
remember the
Kaze.
guy.
That's Kaze.
Oh,
I know
okay,
too much
Kaze
about
then.
Fates. I have a lot of hours in Fates, by the way. It's still
No, you're-
trash.
You're good. You're
I
so good.
remember you said
Um,
something about Corrin being foot fetish bait.
I freaking
Uh.
despise that character design so much.
I do too.
That was a whole thing. But anywho, the thing. So yeah, I did a bunch of grinding in like the little like pocket dimension you get to hang out in, and got a whole bunch of different S-links done. Got a few units married to each other, all that shit, right? And then I go into the next fight, and in that fight there is a story bit where Kaze just fucking dies, right? Like that's this it happens in a cutscene. You can't do anything about it unless because I looked it up after the fact. It's like oh, is he gonna come back later, or because like I just fucking boosted him and got him married and all that shit, right? So I'm gonna get him back, right? It's like I didn't actually no, I didn't get him married because like in order to no I did. I just didn't get him. I didn't get him to max bond with my main character, right? And
It's
in order
so
for him to
stupid.
survive, in order for him to survive that, you have to have maxed your bond with him with your main character. If you didn't, he's dead forever. And I didn't save before
I
doing
think
like
it's like that in
10
Overwatch,
hours.
too.
Oh no!
I did
Like
like
that
10
in
hours of
Oliver.
grinding, and then that happened, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to do all that shit
Fuck
again just to
that.
get him back. Fuck it. No. So yeah, I got so upset, and I just gave up on the game after that.
I understand that.
This is why liberal use of save states and just play the game in an
Yeah.
emulator like a normal person. This
Yeah,
is
well, I was
this is
playing on
why
the
I
Switch.
You know, it's funny how even Nintendo took the emulator pill.
on the Switch.
Oh, sorry. 3DS.
3DS. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot.
You gotta remember, I'm like a very big Fire Emblem fan. I've like played every game. I just recently got done with the playthrough of Mystery of the Emblem. Like
Here
on
I
the
will
SNES.
not give me a
Yeah.
break for liking Awakening.
I will not. No. never.
Shiroi, it was my
I
first
liked
Fire
it.
Emblem.
Yeah, it was mine. It was my first one too. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a lot of people's first Fire Emblem. You know what my first Fire Emblem was? Sacred
The
Stones.
one-
And
okay.
people make fun of me for that one. So
Okay,
there.
okay, Grandma. Anywho,
I get good.
oh god. So let's see.
I took too long to jump into that series, I suppose.
Oh, Helldiver's got
we
another
need-
update.
I had a
Emulation.
GameCube. I had a GameCube, alright. I could have.
We in
played
GameCube
fucking Radiant
emulation
Dawn
is
or whatever that
easy.
was.
You have no excuse.
Is it Radiant Dawn I'm thinking of that was on the GameCube?
Path of Radiance is on the game.
Path of Radiant.
Panther, wasn't that the
I know it's
first
Radiant-
one that was like a
I know it's
real
Radiant
time?
something.
Or was that for the
No,
Wii?
None of them are. No, none of them are
None,
real
none,
time.
none of them are real time. They're all
Yeah, they're all
like,
strategy
grid-based
games,
strategy.
yeah.
Grid-based
Oh,
turn-based
okay.
strategy.
Oh, Razor Dragonwolf in chat just said that Helldiver's got an update They now have cars and new enemy, and there's zombies now in the game.
Wait,
Very
what?
cool.
Really? Let me look this
But why?
up.
Dude, I gotta verify this.
All right. Oh, dude. Yo, Jazz, you should play with us for
I
Helldivers.
would be down. I would love to get back into Helldivers, honestly. 'cause I've heard
Shit.
it's turned
Yeah.
things around.
Oh, frick! Dude, I see something here. It looks like Illuminated.
Oh, really?
Like a what now?
Oh, God, the Illuminids came back. They were
Oh.
from the first game.
Oh yeah, that was the faction people were talking about for the longest time.
Alright.
They were saying they were gonna.
And a 4-person vehicle.
Razor,
Ooh.
Razor.
A Jeep-like
Razor?
car can be found in new urban areas. They have urban maps now.
Are we ending the podcast right now to just?
Razor,
Yeah.
are you free tomorrow?
I can make myself free tomorrow. I mean, Chet, do you mind if I just move anime night to movie night again, and we just have a hybrid of the two for Saturday?
Wait, yeah, I'll be honest with you. I might stream tomorrow. I don't normally stream on Fridays, but I might
Hey,
stream
Gamer
tomorrow.
Queen, what's up? Yeah, yeah, I
wish
might
could
stream
join in, but
tomorrow. Oh, you gotta work.
Yeah, like I said, I
Ah,
work weekends,
shit.
So that includes Friday. I mean, if you guys are somehow still at it by the time I get home from work, which is gonna be kind of late, then I mean, I'd join in. For
I
a little
mean,
bit,
I mean, probably, because I don't go to work till like 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. I'm actually gonna be Santa Claus at work.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Dude,
yeah,
is this for real?
Because wait, are you guys EST?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, yeah, so
CST.
Oh, okay,
But
so for you, by the
can
time
go
I get
about
home, it's gonna
EST fair
be
usually.
it's gonna be
Like an
9:30
hour.
for
Like
you,
an
and then
hour before.
for you, Razor, it's gonna be 10:30 by the time I get home.
Yeah.
So.
I will be playing way too much of games with you, it seems, Jazz.
You know what? I'm down. You know, I'm always down to make new friends.
Yeah, I've been meaning to
You know, 'cause,
do
like-
more stuff with you to begin with anyway, Jazz.
Yeah, because making new friends is easy. Actually, getting the time to do stuff with those new friends, that's the hard.
That's the hard part. Yeah, that's always the hard part. But yeah. Apparently GTA 6 got most anticipated game award. I
Really? I'm so
don't know how I
surprised.
feel. Oh,
I'm
Pal
so
World.
I'm
surprised
not
that happened.
surprised.
That's crazy.
Razor, there's a very good reason why people are so excited for GTA 6, okay?
By
Real quick, Shiro. I was I getting across?
I
the
just
sarcasm
want
when I said
another
that?
app.
I was right.
what was that?
When I was getting across the sarcasm when I said I was really surprised, right? Was that not coming across? I just want to make sure.
Oh, I'm just saying, I'm really excited for
I mean-
another episode of Republican Space Rangers to come out. I've been waiting 10
I'm-
years for that.
I'll be honest. I'm more excited for
Republican
fucking-
Space
and-
Rangers?
and it-
Yeah.
Huh?
wait. Oh,
Have you never seen Republican Space Rangers, Razor?
I have not.
like a
Now I'm
GTA
gonna have to
thing?
check up.
So is that GTA related somehow?
Okay, yes, it's. Oh my god. Okay, so in GTA, you can watch TV. You can watch
Hmm.
TV. There's like.
Oh,
stuff that
yeah,
plays in the
there's
TV.
yeah.
I just want
Um,
another episode of Republican Space Rangers.
Oh my god. Also, Dragon Wolf just said that Pal World is adding the M1 Garen to the game, and they added the M4 too.
Oh god, dude, it's like really cold, but it's also I'm starting to keep it like at a decent temp. It gets too hot, and I'm starting to sweat now.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
the
you know how
unfortunate thing with
dangerous
temperature
this is?
control.
I could die. I could
pl-
die. That's
please-
how bad this is. I
Please,
could die.
please do not die.
Mhm.
Do not
It's
die.
not a choice. I could die.
Oh dear God. Let's see. What was the next question? Oh yeah. So what direction do you see pop culture going in the near future? With all the weird stuff that's been going on this
Well, like I said,
past year.
I think it's gonna like in terms of just like necessity of actually making a profit. I think we're gonna start going back to what appeals to the actual wider audience. You know, like the normal people. I could say,
right.
you know, to a certain extent. You know, we're gonna stop seeing so much niche stuff. You know, maybe Disney will start going back to appealing to families again. You know,
I don't know. It's
That'll
been
never
so
well,
entrenched.
except for Star Wars. Star Wars is gonna be gay forever until it dies. So
Star Wars hasn't been good for a while, and you know what? It's
Yeah,
funny.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars is doomed.
I
Yeah.
told people, oh my god, I remember it was Halloween of 2012 when I saw the thing on my iPhone about Disney officially buying Star Wars. And I looked to some of the guys in my unit. And I said, "Oh, so Disney bought Star Wars," and they're like, "Oh, God. They're like, oh, that's good. Then maybe we'll actually get some good movies." And I was like, I looked at him. I said, "Look, Disney doesn't like to try risky things," and I told them it's gonna be shit. And by the time Disney is done with Star Wars, you're gonna be on your knees begging for George Lucas before
Isn't
the
that what
end.
Razorfist said?
Mhm.
And like a lot of people said.
Yeah,
The-
pretty much.
And yeah, it's like so many years later you come back and it's like, wow, I can't believe Disney actually managed to make people look back fondly on the prequel.
The Last Jedi made me so fucking angry. It took so much self-control to keep me from wanting to throw shit at the fucking screen at the theater. I was just like, what is this bullshit? The way I compared it, the way, I don't know if you know who Doomcock is. Have you ever seen him, by the way?
Doomcock? Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah,
the,
yeah.
like, the metal helmet
king
guy,
of
right?
cope
Yeah.
himself.
Doomcock said, and I quote, it was like watching your best friend get violated in a prison shower and there's nothing you can do about it."
Oh, so watching Joker 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I heard that was fucking horrible. You know, I feel like this year there was so much mediocrity with just a lot of movies and shows and games. I think
Dude,
this is the
everybody's
year.
filing in now.
This is the year I think everybody has snapped and said we cannot fucking take it anymore.
Mhm.
Like, for real. Like, what was it? What's that new fucking Star Wars show? I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw an ad on it on a nearby bus when I was on my way to work. Called Skeleton
I
Crew?
remember-
I knew nothing about it. See, that's how dead Star Wars is as a fucking brand.
It's the one with the kids, right? Because I feel like I saw like.
I have no idea.
review for it.
Everything's got fucking kids in it now. But, like, it
You know,
was so bad, apparently. Like, it was worse than with the last Star Wars show they fucking did. What was it fucking called? Acolyte?
oh god, the Acolyte.
Yeah, with the Jedi having force sex and stupid shit like that. And... oh my god. You know,
What did I miss?
yeah, apparently
the-
that Star Wars
what?
show, The Acolyte, yes, there is a scene where two Jedi are having sex using the Force.
It's
It was like, I think it was like two
it's-
female Jedi having Force sex, and then all of a sudden they got pregnant. Or some shit. There's some weird shit like that. And then
Okay, like
the other thing they did, apparently, they ruined. All right, there was the cool. Like, I can't stand Star Wars fans who suck Disney's dick, and they've been fans for like a long time.
I love corporate bootlickers. It's
They
fun to watch
they
them.
were clapping like a bunch of mentally retarded seals, going, "Oh yes, he got rid of the expanded universe. Oh boy, all that junk is gone now. Now we
Yeah,
have
I'm
a new
sorry,
Disney
every-
canon." No, that was your canon. I'm sorry, that was canon. Lucas gave that the go ahead. Dude, the expanded universe, yeah, had some weird shit like the Yuzong
Okay.
Dong, which were more like Star
Well-
Trek villains and Star Wars villains. Like, there was some cool shit in the expanded universe.
I mean,
My-
they
Okay.
ended up reusing it anyway in the
Eh,
actual.
Star Wars-
yeah, but
Okay.
worse. But
Shittier-
worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Shittier
no,
than
that's
was.
the thing that I really hate as well about it. They get rid of the expanded universe just so that they have an excuse to hype up bringing it back, but worse. Character assassinating Thrawn by making him a freaking idiot.
Yeah.
Then you also
that was,
throw in-
Mandalorian, right? Or was
Uh,
that no? That was the Ahsoka show.
Ma- Mandalorian was
Ahsoka,
good.
Whichever. It was all
Mandalorian
the
was
same.
good until season 3.
Yeah, I didn't.
The
bother
way
to go back
Book
and
of
watch it
Boba
after
Fett
season 2.
ended where Grogu came back, I'm like, no, 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 fucking no, god damn it, because
Razor, he's too marketable.
here's the fucking thing. I remember Doomcock. He used to love the Grogu character, and then after that, he got so fucking mad. He goes, "Listen, he's like, I'm getting sick and fucking tired of the cutesy fucking act with Grogu." He goes, "I don't give a fuck if you're still technically considered a baby by the standards of your species.
He is very
But if you are over 111 years fucking old and you're still obsessed with eating frogs and playing with balls, you aren't a child. You're just mentally fucking deficient."
It's a bit of like the elf problem, right? It's like, yeah, the elves will still like grow at a normal rate, and then they'll like once they're in their 20s, then it's like they stop physically aging, but they're still like they should still
He was
be mentally
50.
aging.
Oh, okay. Still, regardless, for fucking regardless, man. And you know what? I hate Star Wars now. I hate it altogether because I'm gonna be honest with you. Mark fucking Hamill ruined it for me. All the stupid shit he said on Twitter, man. Fucking hit.
Oh, Mark Hamill single-handedly.
Mark
did
Hamill has a
irreparable
very
damage
punchable
to
fucking
the Star Wars
face.
brand.
He's got a very punchable
Yeah.
face.
What
Also,
does that say about like a species where like their what's it called, their baby period is just drawn out over like, so
I
many
don't know.
fucking years. Like, their development takes so long.
It's Hollywood merchandising. That's what the fuck that shit is.
I feel like it's one of those things where just like from a, like even then I feel like there's still gotta be some kind of progress, you know?
Yoda was over 1,000 years old. I see.
Yeah, Yoda.
You know,
Yoda was incredibly
okay.
old.
Okay, they
The
just
species
need.
is supposed to be long-lived, but
I just, you know what?
not.
The only thing Star Wars that's good are like parodies of Star Wars anymore. They just need to make a stoner parody of Star Wars where just Han Solo is like ripping up a bong in the fucking cockpit of the Falcon, hand it over to Chewie, and he starts coughing. He's like, "Oh, that's some good shit, Chewie." That was good.
Thank you. Thank you. The whole thing about being a vocalist, I can do all kinds of stupid shit with my voice.
My
now, so.
biggest problem that I have with Star Wars nowadays is like, you can't make anything without there being some marketable mascot.
Yeah, that's true. You know,
Freaking
maybe
Jedi Fallen Order had a marketable mascot. That
what
little
if-
droid guy.
yeah. What if we did it?
Outlaws, marketable mascot.
Oh yeah, the
Everything
commando
has to
droid
have
with
some-
the school shooter jacket,
No, the little lizard thing.
axolotl thing. Yeah.
You got it's everything has to be marketable.
By the
You
way,
have to have something to make plushies out of.
that's another thing I'm gonna say. Now that you brought up Outlaws, I am so sick of seeing women with the Buzz Lightyear Giga Chad jaw.
For a second, I thought that was where the sentence was gonna end. It's like, I'm so sick of seeing women.
I hate
No,
seeing
it's not
women.
even that. It's not even that. Although I will say this with Star Wars, man, like Disney is one of the dumbest fucking companies out there. Cause like I'm gonna be real, all right, Disney failed as a fucking brand for a very long time. You know why? When I growing up in the '90s and the 2000s, I was never a big Disney fan. And my cousins and shit would ask me, "Well, why, Razor? Why don't you like Disney?" I say, "'Cause Disney's for fucking girls." And they're like, "But there's Aladdin." I'm like, "Yeah, it's about a boy who wants to kiss a pretty princess."
Aladdin
Aladdin
looks
was
like
my
a
shit
male
when I was a kid.
stripper. What are you talking about? That's
Yeah,
But still,
it
it had girly undertones. It was mostly a love story. Let's
yeah,
be
no,
fucking
it's
real.
all very.
Razor,
it's all
Ra-
very-
Yeah.
Razor's the new hunters for Borderlands 4 look so ugly. They showed off the new Vault Hunters. Oh, is it
Oh
from the Game
god,
Awards, the Game Awards
yeah.
promo?
You know what? Borderlands is dead.
Yeah, no, I stopped giving a shit after Borderlands 3. I need to
Listen,
go back to the
listen.
DLC.
You know what's funny? The only games now that are giving people what they want, like giving conventionally attractive characters, are fucking gotcha games. Zenless Zone Zero, Girls Frontline. Dude, Girls Frontline,
You know-
even the fucking male character lead, if you choose to be the male commander, he looks like a fucking Giga Chad.
Yeah, like we were talking about GTA a minute ago. It's like I'm not excited for GTA I'm excited for anime Spider-Man GTA, though I believe they call it Ananta these days.
Ananta?
Ananta, yeah, Project Mugen. They got a
Oh, that new
game or
gacha game that's coming out. It's gonna be open world. Yeah, that's like fucking
Yup.
crazy looking.
Yeah, you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah, my only thing with gacha games, some of these settings they have are really cool.
Mhm.
It's just I would like to have a game with like these cool looking, conventionally attractive characters, right? If only I didn't have to constantly shell out a shitload of money to gamble for them, you know?
It would be nice if, like, when they make these gacha games and make all that ridiculous amount of gacha money, that they put that towards just like an actual game I can just pay $60
Yeah,
for.
like-
have a,
Like
That's
right
not gonna
now.
happen though. So long
I-
as you buy the gacha, they're gonna keep
Yeah.
selling
Actually,
you
let
gachas.
me look this up. So Arena Breakout, I've been getting into the extraction shooter genre of games. And apparently they're doing a Girls Frontline event for this game called Arena Breakout. And I don't know when the collab starts. I think it's already going on, but I definitely want to play it while the collab's going on. Now, the thing is with this game, it's free. My only caveat with this game, you can pay actual money to buy the equipment, which defeats the whole purpose of an extraction shooter. You are supposed to earn the equipment.
Yeah, that's fucked. Because like
That is fucked.
And I guess that has been a gacha game thing for a while now. Like when you buy the limited weapon banners, right? W engines, all that shit.
Yeah.
Buying equipment has been a thing in gacha games for a minute now.
I just what I fucking hate with MiHoYo, they ruined gacha because like Girls Frontline, the first one, dude. If you ever play the first one, the gameplay isn't as
Probably never
good
played.
as the new one,
Mhm.
but man, they were so fucking generous, dude. I put so many hours into the first Girls Frontline. I didn't have to spend a whole lot of money. Only time I ever did is because I wanted to do more gacha pulls. And even then, without that, you can still do as many gacha pulls as you wanted as long as you were smart with your resources and you just kept playing the game. And the game kept throwing resources at you just for playing the fucking game. And the milestones, you'd reach a milestone like every other mission you'd complete playing the game. It was great.
It's nice when you have a situation like that where you just
But
you can
but
just,
now, yeah. Thanks to fucking MiHoYo. I'm sorry, MiHoYo made the gacha game market super fucking greedy. Like more greedy than it already was. And I can't. Like I don't like the Genshin Impact style gacha system for Girls Frontline 2.
To a degree, I kind of feel like a lot of like a Chinese gacha. I feel like it's kind of a bit similar to Western gacha in that regard.
Yeah.
Western
Where yes, because okay, the thing about Western gacha is like I'm talking like Western, like
Like the
AAA
like
games,
what was it, Star
like
Wars
COD,
Heroes
stuff
and
like
shit.
that. Like the kinds of games
Oh.
where the game is designed to be ultimately disposable,
Mhm.
and they're just trying to basically have a way to pump as much money out of the consumer as possible.
They
With
just want to
one
make you
game.
broke.
I admit, I'm kind of curious about like I'd actually like to see I'd like to see an actual somebody go through the numbers, like overall, like how long does a gacha game last by country? You know what I mean? Because like you get like some like Japanese and Korean gacha games where like you're sitting like decades old and stuff like that, you know?
Fate Grand Order is never going to die.
No.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
I'm gonna say this right now. The I never played Nikkei, but man, the devs for Nikkei are absolutely fucking based. I remember because I think the owner of the company is a woman, and she made Stellar. They also made Stellar Blade, right? But they asked her. These Western fucking game journalists tried to like lambaste her for like the sexualization of Nikkei, and she just responded with, "They're like, well, how do you feel about your over-sexualized female characters in your gacha game. And she responded with,
Sexualized enough.
she's like, well, men and even women like big fat asses.
the Yoko Taro coded response. You love this.
Yeah. Because
You gotta make sure your response is as vulgar as possible.
people seem to forget that too. Like, it's not just like men that like the super sexy female characters. Women do too.
But it's easier to blame men for it.
Oh, I know it is.
Is
But you
it?
know, I know.
You gotta keep the women on side. Can't
listen,
blame them for being horny ever.
I
Even though they're
like, shit, have
oftentimes
you-
way hornier than men.
right? Have you seen half the fucking female VTubers, man? Bow. Holy shit, that woman is so goddamn thirsty. You gotta keep her away with a fucking hose.
And
I think
mean, like,
there's- I think
even
most
in like a
VTubers are
broader
just-
kind of like. It's okay. Go ahead,
Like,
Jer.
just- like VTubers are just the horniest freaking.
Oh, they are.
But
They
like,
are.
in a general sense, right? Like, fucking 50 Shades of Grey, man. That is like the most popular shit among women.
Oh,
ever.
it is, and it's
I
the
can't
most
think of anything more
degen
popular.
shit. It's
Yeah.
the most
Oh,
degen
oh,
shit
The
out there.
most
Okay,
dubious consent kind
okay.
of shit like you've ever seen, right?
there is a thing. There's a thing that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to mention ever because it's not socially acceptable to mention. People love talking about gooners when it's a dude. You know?
Mhm.
They love
But when it's a
talking about
when it's a
male
woman,
gooners.
but when
The
it's a
female
woman,
gooner crisis is real though.
Oh yeah.
If
absolutely.
you meet a girl and she says she reads, that is a red flag.
I mean, she reads degen shit. I mean, look at Fabio. I don't
Yes,
think
it's
some of you
an
young
80
people know who the
Dude,
fuck Fabio
Fabio's
is.
ancient. No,
Oh,
I'm talking like
is-
some modern
He
stuff. here, dude.
he listen, Fabio isn't just a himbo, he was the himbo. He was
Yeah.
patient zero of
She
him
was beautiful.
I was
and
thinking something
Arnold
more-
Schwarzenegger.
I was thinking of something more contemporary though, like I
Yeah,
think
like-
of the recent My Hero shit, right? And the whole thing with the Deku Baku Fujo rampage on Twitter, right?
It is.
It's like how can people see this image and not see the gay undertones? And it's fucking Bakugo holding Izuku down by his fucking face while grappling one of his arms, right? And it's like, you people are insane.
Oh yeah,
You
they
people-
are.
It is a genuine crisis, and one that, in my opinion, I think really needs to be addressed because it's not good for people. And
Yeah.
we really shouldn't be telling people that it's good, you know, or that it's even acceptable to like, because you'll have someone and they will fucking read the most degen stuff in public.
Well, what was it? The other one, that woman like gooned over. Good example of female gooner culture. Look at Twilight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Twilight.
Look at the
50 Shades?
Twilight.
But the thing,
Twi-
but the fact of the
Look,
matter is, these
nah.
are old.
You
look,
gotta look
you're
at the
bringing up
woman.
Old,
No.
old
You
explanations right there.
yeah, but still, no. But there are still women that fucking goon over
I'm
that shit.
saying,
Dude,
I'm
listen. No, give me a
it's
sec. Give me a
worse.
second, Shiroi. Give me a second, Shiroi. You had so many of these lonely middle-aged women. Dude, half of the female teachers at my fucking high school were huge-ass Twilight fans and fucking thirsty as fuck, and they didn't care how open they were about it. How they were they were like fantasizing about Edward. Like, I remember they're like just, this is what their lips were moving, this is what I fucking was really hearing what they were saying. My husband makes me so dry, but Edward Cullen makes me so moist.
Yeah.
No, but for real though, like it. My main point is that these older explanations, 50 Shades was degenerate, and it's worse
So was
now
Twilight.
than it was then.
I'm gonna
They
tell
were
you
both
this.
Degenerate.
You know what's funny?
Also, 50 Shades was Twilight fan fiction originally.
got me Twilight, the first Twilight book, as a gift. You know what I ended up doing with it? I used it as rolling paper.
No.
God. But it's like you see those posts like the Deku Baku one, and like there's been other examples here and there of like that sort of thing where like the Fujos just go all in on just like the horrific abuse being romantic somehow. And like I always, it's really fucked up. But I always laugh when somebody posts that fucking meme of like Darkest Dungeon, or something along those lines, or it's like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card or something. And it just says the raped, and I'm like, you know what?
What?
Wait, what?
It's like, you know what?
I am sorry though.
Wait,
What?
the raped, right? It's like they almost come off as like they got like a weird Stockholm kind of thing going on. Like I don't know.
What the fuck? What?
Like, because I don't know how you just I don't know how else you explain this like fascination with like brutal violence somehow being linked to like romantic feelings. Like how else do you describe this? I don't. Where does this come from if not like some sort of weird
I enjoy
like
a bit of Gundam
childhood
here and there,
trauma
but
or something?
like
I
just don't know.
it's like there's definitely a lot of issues with many women these days. That's
Mhm.
really just I think the best takeaway to have.
Oh
And
God!
it's one
Remember?
of those things that needs to be acknowledged.
Do you remember? I don't know if you're from. Have you ever seen It's a Gundam, Jazz?
Yo, absolutely. I watched this video.
Do you remember the one video he did over the guy? Oh God, that guy looks like an Oblivion NPC. This is not a coincidence of you watching this. What I'm talking about?
Wait,
Okay.
wait. One more time. Explain it one more time.
The guy, the TikTok guy, and like he would dress up real weird, like medieval clothes and shit, and he looked like an Oblivion NPC, and he'd be like, "This is not a coincidence that you're watching this video," and he was like,
I love that guy.
"Oh God, here we go."
This one I do
Something
not.
to do with manifestation or whatever.
Yeah, that weird, fucking, oh God, yeah, this dude. Oh God, he looks.
We'll manifest it.
This motherfucker looks like an
isn't like a-
Oblivion NPC.
This isn't
Look.
like a manosphere thing, is it?
No, no,
No.
but no. Here, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
there he is. His freaking eyes, man.
All
Does he
right.
wear like contact lenses or something?
Oh, I have seen this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, this dude looks like an Oblivion NPC.
Dude,
For fucking
I didn't-
real.
Dude, if I didn't know any better, I would think that he had like eyes tattooed on his eyelids and his eyes are actually closed.
Like, I'm sorry, if I saw that in the alley, if I was a woman, I'd run the fuck away. Even not even as a woman.
I'm
I would
pretty sure
immediately-
this dude's going to
it's
abduct
like-
you.
It's like it's Glock o'clock.
I'm pretty sure this guy is gonna abduct you. Like you're going to like
You
ignore
are
it or something
you're
after this.
going onto the mothership, and we're taking you to Planet Kolob.
Shit's wacky.
It is wacky. Oh my God, this dude just looks so fucking creepy. But like that, the reason why that guy got so popular was because of just just women being gullible and thirsty for some reason. They thought this dude was
I
attractive,
swear.
and I'm just
Women
like,
there
Well,
are
I mean, it's
some
not like
women
he doesn't have
that
nice features,
just-
but the eyes definitely throw you.
the eyes
They
creep
will-
me out. Yeah, he's got nice
they
features,
will-
but the eyes are kind of.
I swear. Like there's something about like, you know, when you get like some women have like just the dumbest freaking beliefs, I swear.
They have some really bad like taste.
Us,
Like it's
if
funny
she's
how
into
women
astrology,
will.
red flag.
Welcome
flag.
everyone to the Shitting on Women cast, by the way.
Not necessarily,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
No, but wait, but they're
Yeah,
definitely.
no, she's super into it.
yeah, no, it's just how we are.
Women, am I right?
There would never be a god of misogyny. Because only
I-
a god
I mean, there technically was.
that much.
His name was Zeus.
Now, Zeus loved women. Why do you think he had so many kids?
Yeah, but he.
No, I'm
that,
ta- no,
never
the-
mind.
The joke, Razor, is nobody can hate women like women do.
That is true. Women do hate other women. I've said some shit about like, my mom will watch these chick shows, and I'll be like passing through the living room to go get something to drink or whatever, right? And I would hear them say something real fucked up, and I do like a double take, and I look at my mom like, why do you, like, women say the worst shit to each other that most guys wouldn't say to each other?
Is there a fucking
Look,
is there a fucking
Razor.
women-based equivalent for the term Uncle Tom that we can assign to Shiroi?
Look.
I know someone who
Look.
used to use the term Aunt Jemima, but
Well, that just sounds like
Well,
a
that's so
female
black
version of
specific,
Uncle
though.
Tom.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, but I'm just gonna recite I'm just gonna
Aunt Stacy, I
an
don't fucking know.
an old tweet I made a long time ago. My greatest aspiration in life, one day, is to be an embittered housewife, spending most of my time on Facebook, trying to give all of my friends eating disorders.
Oh my
That's
fucking
pretty
god,
good.
what the fuck?
That's pretty good.
Oh god. That's pretty funny. Oh my god. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's all good. It's all good. So, like, I remember we talked about this on Offensive Charm about how BlackRock is buying significant stock in
Cover Corp.
Cover Corp, yeah.
And a lot of other Japanese companies, but Cover Corp's kind of the big one in our particular field.
Yeah, Cover Corp, like, the fact that they are being bought out and having so much of their stock being bought out is
The
just...
best part is how many of it's just freaking BlackRock shell companies doing most of the purchasing.
Oh yeah, they cheated. They fucking cheated with that. Because, like, in Japan, I know they have, like, limitations. You can only have so much stock in a Japanese company as a foreigner because of Japanese law, and BlackRock just
Yeah,
found a
and these
loophole with
shell
that.
companies.
Yeah.
BlackRock is basically... BlackRock really is a scary entity because it's one of those
Oh, they
things
are.
where, like, you're gonna spend most of your time thinking, like, you don't even know what they do.
Mhm.
But
You
you
know,
know,
like-
you know they're doing something.
Well, it's like one of those deals where it's like, what is BlackRock? It's like freaking, who was Jeffrey Epstein? You know?
You know,
yeah,
wasn't
we
he
know
just
what he
wasn't he
did,
just like a
like,
big
we-
financer?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Who the frick is Jeffrey Epstein? Where'd the money come from? How does he know all these people? Like, that's the question. That's what makes it so weird.
So there
all he's
are
known for
many
is-
things I'd get into, but I would get into so much
Anyways,
fucking trouble.
anyways.
They're
Getting
listening. They're
off
listening
track
even
here.
now.
The point is, that's what BlackRock is. What is BlackRock? Where does their money come from? Like,
That is a
you're
good
just gonna left
question.
with
Where
more
does it
questions
come
than anything
from?
else.
Yeah,
Yeah, mostly just investment and what have you, but you know.
still.
Like, my understanding is that, like, there's, like, a lot of weird, shady stuff that went down, like, decades, possibly even over a century ago with BlackRock.
Yeah.
Like, it's some just... Like,
Yeah,
we're talking,
fucking-
like, post-World War II stuff here.
You know
It's
what?
really bizarre.
Gonna find out it's been the goddamn Templars this whole time. This whole time, it's always been the
Oh,
BlackRock
Jesus.
just the front for the Templars.
But
Oh
the
my
Templars
God.
are based! These guys are
Well, the Knights
based.
Templar.
Well, no,
I
like
hate how
the-
Ubisoft
in
portrayed them.
Assassin's Creed sense, Templars, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, fair.
I'm gonna be real. Oh yeah,
But come on,
Ubisoft.
you
That
can't
is
be-
that
like,
is
you
another
haven't
one.
seen the cool Templar helmet. There's no way somebody that was that base.
That's another thing I do want to bring up. So Ubisoft is just going downhill.
Then go. I'm gonna be real with you, Razor.
Well,
Ubisoft-
no, they've been going down. They've been going downhill for the past fucking decade. I'm gonna be
Dude.
honest with you. The last Ubisoft game I willingly bought was Far Cry 6. And anybody who watched me back then play Far Cry 6 on Twitch, back when I had a consistent viewer base of 3 people stream,
Mhm.
I played Far Cry 6 that game was so blatantly fuck America, fuck the whole fucking game. Literally, for the first 3 hours of me playing it,
Wait, which one? I'm sorry.
Far Cry 6. So, like, the main
Far Cry
character,
6, okay.
Danny, right, who can be male or female.
That's
They
the one
wanted-
in South America, right?
Yeah, that's the one with the fictional Cuba-like country called Yara. All they wanted to do was immigrate to the United States and leave Yara, right? Because Yara was just a shithole where it's just
shithole,
constant fighting, no matter who the fuck is there. And the whole time, Danny's like, yo, I don't want to be in this civil war in this country. And they're like, oh, well, Danny, America's racist, and they'll hate you, and this and that. And they're like, oh, do you really want to be a grocery store clerk? And I'm like, fuck you, Ubisoft. Like, do you not understand? Like,
Wait,
half
bro?
your, more than half of your fucking customers are people who work retail in these kind of jobs. You just insulted them. Go fuck
you do
yourself,
realize
Ubisoft.
that
Hey,
by,
Sarah.
like, just by, like, you know, statistical odds, the vast
Yeah.
majority of the people who play your games work a job that's freaking awful.
Exactly. And not only that, like, the whole time they're shitting on America as a country. Like, dude, go fuck yourself. The best ending of that fucking game, by the way, is for Danny to get on the fucking boat, just drive away, and ride the boat away from Yara, and then it triggers a cutscene where Danny is living the good life on a beach in Florida, and then you hear over the radio that the whole rebellion got killed off.
But to be fair, Ubisoft is like French based, right?
They're European based, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Are they French? It's like
They are.
Whenever
I-
I'm sorry, nothing is more
I
annoying
love-
than when a European tries to have opinions on America.
On America, I fucking hate
I'm just-
that, by the way.
I'm just like, I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just saying that might explain.
I
it.
don't-
think
like,
I don't think
yeah,
French
the-
is very
the-
much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
it-
necessarily mean to be mean about it, but it's just, I swear, no other, like, I feel like no other group is able to be so sanctimonious while simultaneously sucking at the American teat constantly.
That's like
Mhm.
punching your mom and sucking on her titty milk at the same time.
Yes, basically. Basically.
You know? Like, what the fuck?
Like, I'm sorry, America has subsidized so much of the planet at this point. I'm sorry that America's not perfect. And I'm sorry about the Forever Wars. I don't like them either.
I don't like Forever Wars. Shit, most American, and a lot of these idiots, I'm sorry to say it, I'm gonna say it. I wouldn't even say at this point that people overseas, when it comes to, like, opinions on America, I wouldn't say that they're misinformed at this point anymore, because it's like, no matter what you try to tell them, they're still gonna fucking hate you. I'm gonna say it. They're not even just arrogant. They're just, I'm sorry, you just...
I'm like, there's some cool, don't get me wrong, there's some
And
cool
they're
people out
of course,
there.
and I'm not saying all Europeans. I'm not saying all Europeans, right? Because there are a lot of very smart Europeans out there. I'm talking
We gotta
about
we
the
gotta
ones.
count our weasel
I'm talking about the
phrases.
ones who are super, super, super fucking sanctimonious on social media.
Like, I always hate it because more often than not, it tends to just devolve into just them complaining that America's not Europe.
It's usually the
And-
Europeans that work in tech jobs.
I've heard that there's a bit of a, I've actually heard there's been some studies apparently where there's a bit of a thing where, like, if a person is like, a person doesn't typically have a lot of, like, or like if a nation in particular doesn't have all that much, like, on the world stage, doesn't really matter that much. They try to justify, they try to treat it like, well, we are the morally superior people, like that sort of thing. Apparently that's a pretty common.
A lot of countries have no room to talk. Like, we'll just
Oh
say.
no, but this
well,
it's cope. It's their cope.
Right,
what I'm
but
saying.
here's the thing: like, we have a certain neighbor, up north,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
say they're morally superior, but then their government sends people, they send people who actually have legitimate disabilities a package in the mail saying, "Hey, we're sorry your life sucks, but have you thought about having a big fat rest in peace.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and you know what's funny too? When they brought that up to the UN, the rest of the UN looked at them and were like, "What is wrong with you?"
Mm-hmm.
It's
Many
kind
things.
of
or
wild,
something.
but hey, you
Yeah.
know what? We're not gonna be hypocrites. We'll
Yeah.
not have opinions. We'll not have opinions.
Well, we won't have opinions that we'll share openly.
Honestly, for what it's worth, when it comes to, like, in the grand scheme of things, I really don't. You know what? I just want my low taxes. I want to have no family members dying tragically in a war overseas.
Same.
I want my steak. I want my collard greens. I want my white picket fence.
I think we all want that at the end of the day. Let's be real.
Yeah, we're not getting it though.
You don't know.
And you know what? I want a warm winter where I am right now because it's like 7 degrees.
Jesus.
USA, USA.
Oh, by the way, so I did wanna bring this up. So, are you familiar with the Iron Age movement? Have you heard of it?
Iron Age movement?
Yeah. So it's independent content creators like authors, animators, artists, trying to make their own alternative media in contrast to all the crazy, like, DEI driven woke shit we got now.
This is me first hearing of it, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Yeah.
Razor Fist has talked about this a bit, and then I think Doomcock as well, and then I know, even though I don't watch those guys anymore because they're all kind of pretentious douchebags as geeks and gamers and nerdrotic. Anyway, they've all talked about.
I kind of like Nerdrotic.
I don't know. Sometimes there's some shit. I don't know. It just. Anywho. So the Iron Age movement, what it is, like I said, it's authors, it's comic book artists, it's writers. They're all, well, authors and writers are the same thing. You get what I'm trying to say. Voice actors and stuff like that. They're trying to go their own
No.
way
No.
when it comes
No,
to
Razor.
entertainment.
No, authors and writers are not the same thing.
That's true.
You
And anyway,
Right. But you are not an author. Alright? C.S. Lewis was an author. You are not an author.
okay. Anywho.
Tolkien was an author.
All right, we get it, Shiroi. You're trying to tell me that I am a hack. Okay, we get it. Anywho,
Calling them all hacks,
even
but
though I am
still.
a hack, but no. So, like, a good example, we had him on our podcast actually like months ago. Blaine Pardo. He's an author who actually, I don't know if you're familiar with Mech Warrior or BattleTech.
Yes.
He
Yes,
wrote
I know those names.
wrote the original lore and source books for the Mech Warrior franchise. And what happened was he got canceled. Deadpool, I'm not an author because I haven't published anything yet. I am working on a light novel though, that I do want to get published at some point
Send me
once it's done.
chapters.
Shirai, I'm still working on
Okay.
it. I literally started working on it about a month ago.
I've been messing about with my own writing a bit actually recently.
Yeah. But yeah, so what happened with Blaine? He got fucking canceled because the current owners of BattleTech, what are they called? Catalyst Games? They have run the IP into the ground because they're adding all this really weird shit, this like BlackRock, Sweet Baby Inc. type shit to the franchise. And they told Blaine Pardo they wanted him to change the genders of some of the characters and they're asking him, "Oh, well, why don't you have like?" They were trying to like put like the whole like quota shit on him, and he's like, "No, I'm not changing any of my characters because all my characters are based off my Patreon supporters," which is a pretty
Yeah, that
cool
would
thing
be
for an
like-
author to
Pretty
do.
based.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, but it definitely would be weird if we started changing them up, just,
Yeah.
based on real people.
And not only that, he's like,
Yeah.
BattleTech is a science fiction military franchise. Why
Yeah.
the fuck would I go against? Like, he did say, and he said this many times, like, BattleTech is beer and pretzel science fiction. It's not, like, super, super complex like Star Trek. And it's not philosophically deep like Star Wars. It's big, stompy robots blowing each other up. And then,
sounds
like,
cool to me.
yeah, and like Macho Man pilots and fuck, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
badass brick shit house
Mhm.
pilots and shit like that. Both men and women, just like fighting each other to the fucking death. And he's like, I'm not putting all this weird like political shit in here that doesn't fit because it's grimdark science fiction.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that sounds good to me.
Yeah, and then Catalyst Games is like, fuck you, Blaine.
Oh,
And so they fired him
Wow.
after working with them for decades and making them lots of money.
yeah, that's horseshit.
It is horseshit. But yeah, he's a good
Sure.
example of the Iron Age. So he's like, fuck it, I'm making my own mechs franchise that he's working on called Land and Sea, which is actually really cool. You might, I don't know. It's interesting. He's working on a video game adaptation. I remember he was mentioning that during our interview with him.
Definitely might check it out because it seems like something
Yeah,
I'd be
he said he wants it to be like Titanfall, and basically think of it as Independence Day with mechs. So it's post World War III. It's like in the 2060s, and humanity's slowly recovering from World War III, and it's like very cyberpunk-esque with the technology and everything. And then like mech warfare is just getting introduced, and these aliens start invading Earth because they were creating encampments under our ocean floor for decades, waiting for the right chance to attack.
And they weren't even paying rent.
Yeah, and they explain they're biomechanical kind of aliens, so they eventually learn to evolve to fight the mechs. But yeah, he what's cool
yeah, he
about
had
it,
some really cool designs in there too.
yeah, he showed off some really cool fucking designs. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off topic like this.
No, this sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
check
but the
it out.
Iron Age, yeah,
Like,
definitely
send
check
me,
into
send
it.
me some links or something.
Oh yeah, he also has a comic book too for it, and that's been
Hey.
doing really well. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of good people who are good examples of Iron Age. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Young Rippa, doing the Rippaverse, the
Young-
comics.
Rippaverse, yes.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that's another example of Iron Age.
Wait, is
Basically, I'd
is
say
Common,
that
is
Iron
Common
Age is
America
anything that...
Rippaverse, or is that something else?
No, Common America is its own thing, but I would definitely categorize that as Iron Age.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Gotcha,
basically it's
'cause
anything
I
that
bought
isn't
the
like
first omnibus of Common America.
corporately owned.
How is
Yeah,
Common
sort of
America?
thing.
I've been wanting to get the books.
It's great. It's really good, and it's clearly made by somebody who's a little more. Well, I'm sorry, a little less on the liberal side of things. Some of the jokes in there are definitely just like taking shots at unchecked liberalism.
Oh,
essentially.
that's good.
Yeah, there's some good shit in there. It's pretty funny, and the art is great, and the characters are hot. So
Well, that's
good
also
stuff all around.
always a good plus, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Hellfire, Nick. I go. Yeah, so like, I'm sorry. No, because I thought OBS was about to crash, so I was like bracing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. So, is there anything
No,
that
you're
you would anything you would recommend, like any kind of alternative media that's been coming out, you'd recommend? Jazz.
I mean, I just been trying to sell Path of Exile to anybody who will listen, cause like this game's really good. The devs are incredibly based. I've been listening to like a lot of different dev interviews, and like everything about it is just the game. And how do we make the players like the game more? How do we make the game more fun, more engaging, more interesting? How do we take player feedback and turn that into improvements for the game? And like, and it's not just talk, right? They back this shit up. They already did a massive update to the game right now, because it's in early access. It's been in early access since like a few days ago.
Oh shit!
They've already
Really?
put out, yeah, they've already put out like a massive balance patch / bug fix patch that's like 50 items long or some shit, like 50 different things they changed in like a matter of like 2 or 3 days.
Oh shit!
since they started the early access. Yeah, no, these guys are in to like make this a success on its own. And this game on full release, like once they actually get around to the full release of the game, will be free to play for
Nice.
anybody. Yeah, so, and it's a really cool, like, if you ever played Diablo or like Torchlight or any of those like isometric ARPG type of
Oh,
things,
I do like Diablo.
yes, this is better than Diablo. I'll tell you straight.
Is it co-op?
I did. Yes, it is. I played.
Oh.
With a friend. It's extremely smooth and very interesting. Very interesting. You can, because there's skills in the game that like synergize with each other. Like different spells can cause like synergistic effects and whatnot. That also works across different players. So if one
Oh,
player sets up a certain
shit.
spell, you can set up another one that synergizes with that. Yeah, I was doing that with a friend of mine. He put up like this firewall, and then I used like this crawling lightning attack. And the lightning that went through the firewall would then be infused with fire and set enemies on fire. And it was super sick. It's
Holy
very cool.
shit!
Yeah, man. And right
Okay,
now,
that sounds really cool.
yeah, so right now, the early access is the first 3 acts of the game, of which there's going to be 6. The first 6 character classes of the game, of which there are going to be 12 different character classes in the final. And also, they included the entire endgame in the early access as well. At least
Oh,
as
shit.
it exists currently. And it is, like, this is easily, like, 40 plus hours of content, right? To get in on the early access, $30.
Really?
It's the base price. Yeah, base price to get on it is $30. There's higher tiers you can go for if you want to like get cool little cosmetic armor packs or pets or whatever the hell, right? But the base just to get into the game at all, $30, and it's
Really?
incredibly worth it because there's probably more content in this than there was in like the full base Diablo 4 release, just straight up. And that was like
Man,
a $70 fucking game.
this gonna drop that on. It's gonna be like, geez, it's gonna.
You know,
attack
I'm-
Diablo 4 like that.
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
Diablo's
I'm gonna
ass
check
game
this
came
out.
Our poor little guys.
I heard
Over at
Diablo 4.
Activision Blizzard. Oh.
Yeah.
I heard Diablo
Our
4
poor little-
was. I'm sorry.
I took the bottle of titty milk right out of their mouths with that one, didn't I? Oh
Oh.
How else are they gonna develop strong bones?
Oh my god. Yeah, I still find that kind of funny that there was like a problem where they were stealing breast milk and fucking.
I need to understand what kind of degenerate you have to be.
Okay, so apparently,
Almost.
from a bodybuilder's perspective, breast milk apparently
Okay.
gives you more gains.
I've heard my mom and my older sister when they were still like, able to produce.
Oh, God damn
I've
it.
heard them.
Sorry, King's been sending me stuff from the Game Awards this whole time.
Okay,
Everyone
wondering-
was hoping for a Final Fantasy character to get in as a Tekken guest character. They got Clive from fucking FF16.
Oh,
Yeah,
By the
I was
way,
really hoping for
new
Tifa.
Power World
Was it-
update.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Tifa would have been great.
I saw a thing for the new Power World update.
Mhm.
Lightsabers.
Ooh,
Let's go.
let's
Also,
go.
Anyway,
also the M1
What
Grand.
was that? Oh yeah, Activision Blizzard. Wait. Yeah, so my mom and older sister, when they were able to produce, breast milk, They actually, I remember one of them joked about maybe, like, considering selling it to some bodybuilders or something.
Oh God.
By the way, another reason why you should never steal breast milk out of a fridge,
Mhm.
no matter how hilarious you think it is or how much you think you stand to gain from it, you
Mhm.
do not realize how long that stuff takes to pump.
a lot.
It takes
Just pump
hours.
it. Pump it up.
Mhm.
Sorry. I had to make that
you'll
joke.
You may spend a very extended period just waiting for it to, it's not something you have ruined someone's day. That is the best way to put it. You have ruined someone's day.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Anyways, I also refuse to support Activision Blizzard. Honestly, I didn't support them before that. The Taiwan, no, not, was it?
Taiwan.
Was either Taiwan or Hong Kong? I can't remember what the thing.
The shit with the guy who didn't get his payout or whatever, right?
Yes, that I would have bought Overwatch when it came to the Nintendo Switch. That's what stopped me. Anyways, that's my entire thing there.
I'm looking at Path of Exile here. There is there science fiction elements to this game too?
Not that I know of.
Because I noticed in the trailer, I don't know, there was something that looked like a. Oh, never mind. Maybe I looked at
I
things
mean,
wrong.
rapid fire crossbows are pretty sci-fi to me, but you know, whatever.
More high fantasy, but yeah.
Oh yeah, real high fantasy. You ever notice how it's always dwarves that use crossbows?
Oh yeah, but other people do too.
Like-
Usually like the humans and shit like that. Yeah.
I don't know. It always feels like bows end up being like more common around the place, but it's like then it's like, you know, if you're gonna have any fantasy race use crossbows, it's always the dwarves.
Yeah, or like the
you're
dwarves
looking
are the
at-
only to use
you're looking at
guns.
the mercenary.
I'm talking
Man, the
about
mercenary.
like,
I haven't played that class yet, but that I need to try him out because that shit looks amazing.
I-
the fact that
Yeah, I
they
think
they
I'm
just took every like contemporary style of gun and just put it into that crossbow. Like, you got the full auto fire, you got fucking grenade launcher, you got sniper bolts and shit. Like, it's wild how much they put into that class. I got to try it out.
I'll definitely have to check this out.
I know the monk has been a lot of fun because the monk in this game is like, I played a lot of Diablo 3, right? And I know the monk had a lot of elemental shit in that game. It's like the elemental shit's died up to. You're just playing the avatar. You're just doing avatar shit in Path of Exile 2 when you play the monk. Like, straight
Oh,
up.
that's
in
cool.
my personal opinion, an RPG is only good if
Mhm.
you have the option to just get by punching everything you see.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, then the warrior's probably your best bet. He's just slamming the ground with his fist or a big club and just everything
Yeah,
around
just
him
punching.
explodes.
Just punching. Weapons are for Weapons are for the weak.
Hero,
I'm not
you-
sure if there's. I'm not sure yet if there's a build for that yet, like a completely unarmed build. But I imagine that sort of thing would be possible because, like, if you could see the skill tree in Path of Exile 2, it's quite expansive.
I like how when I did my first playthrough of the Fallout games, I decided to do
Mhm.
unarmed for the meat. And everybody's just like, that is objectively the hardest way to play the original Fallout.
And you're just like, good.
And you managed to do it somehow.
Yes!
That's
I
great.
punched out Frank Corrigan! I had no allies!
Oh my
I'll
god.
be honest. I am kind of hoping that
I
kinda
broke
hoping
his
that they'll-
leg!
like, with the other 6 classes they're planning on doing for a PoE, I'm hoping like a pugilist or something is gonna be in there, where just like a dude throwing hands, right?
Nah, dude, Pugilist is like a peak setup. I freaking, it's like my favorite meme build. You know, 1 int, only punch.
Oh
We
yeah,
don't need friends. We don't need technology.
One thing I do want to bring up real quick. Let's see here. So, I feel like movie trailers are like an art in itself, right? And I feel like people have forgotten how to properly do trailers. So I'm gonna share this real quick.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn the music off real fast. So, are you familiar with 28 Days Later?
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen it myself because I've never been like a big into
Oh, the
horror
the
movies. but
first two are amazing. I'm just big into zombies in general. So
I
let
might have to
me
check it out sometime for sure.
get this set up here.
Because when I was a kid, I just straight up couldn't handle horror, but like it's definitely not as nerve wracking as it was when I was a kid. Now that I'm like 30 years old, so I could probably handle it if I wanted to watch it now.
Oh
that
shit! I'm
probably messed up.
so I'm 3 years older than you. Damn.
That probably messed up
Damn,
the
you old
that
bitch.
probably messed up the thing on my
All right. Let's
on
see here.
Discord.
Where the fuck is the window capture? Oh no, that's the one for Shiroi. Where's the other window capture I have? The hell is it? Damn it.
Oh wait, I did it go just fine.
Oh, here we go. All right. So I'm going to show this to chat. But I'll take some of these pictures down real quick so chat can see.
Oh, see here.
Oh. Oh, that one. I need to organize this more.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's. Ah, here we go. All right. Now let me get. I'm gonna move this up. And chat, feel free to let us know your reaction to this.
Hold on,
So-
let me try to get my own
Oh,
window
are you
capture
share
up for
screening?
this as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me hop on that share screen. God, the dude's eyes. Jeez. Okay, I can see it.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, can you see it on your end, Shiroi, for your chat?
Yeah, just let me get a second.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to like keep the but okay, that is not working. Well, it might be a little cropped, but whatever.
You okay? So you're good then.
We're gonna say this is good.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna play it. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. It was.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Well, that's the scariest monster I've seen so
Keep
far.
quiet and do not move from this spot.
Oh.
Man, those Teletubbies really did a number on these people.
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot, boot, boot.
I love number stations.
Moving up and down.
Oh no, this is a poem about war
They're so
madness.
ominous.
In the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boot, 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 boot. Moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war.
I can't tell if it's trying to have like a beat to it or like.
They
what
added a
that
beat to
was.
it.
Your eyes drop.
I can tell what they were going for.
Top of you. Boot, 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 boot. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
Oh.
Try to think of something different. Oh, my God, me from going lunatic. Boom, moving up and down again.
TV, man. It just collapsed after the apocalypse.
No, that was pretty solid. Hell, even I'm
Yeah,
interested.
that was a really fucking good trailer. Even if you aren't familiar with the previous movies, I would say that would sell anybody to go and watch that movie. It didn't even give out anything. Didn't give away any key plot points. It just kind of gave you an idea, like, this is the vibe we're going for, and we're only going to show you random short little clips that you can't make shit out with. And I like that. I like that. You just gave
Yeah,
them
no,
a
a good trailer is a good trailer.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was a solid one.
Yeah,
I was all around just not a whole lot. You don't know what the actual plot's gonna be. You don't know what the characters' motivations are gonna be. You just know that shit's going down, and it's probably gonna be exciting in some way.
oh yeah.
It's
And-
just enough, just to drop, just to get your interest going, just a little bit.
Yeah, nothing. Who doesn't love a good number station?
Oh, it's not a number station. That's actually an old recording reciting a poem about war madness.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy.
That was
Listening-
a great like background thing, just kind of like
Oh,
make the
yeah.
whole thing feel really tense, right?
Yeah, because like technically it is a war. It's a war for survival. Yeah, so it's a war for the survival of humanity. So it was just interesting, like the tension that was building up. I'm looking forward to it because I don't know if you noticed the one actor that was in the trailer there, the bald guy, the real stocky bald guy going through the pyres made of bones. That was Ralph Fiennes. He played Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies. He played one of the Nazis in Schindler's List, and he played the chef in that movie, The Menu. If you ever if you've never seen The Menu, I highly recommend you see The Menu. If you like cooking, and if you hate art critics, definitely watch The Menu.
Might be something I have to look into.
So what all is 28 Days Later?
Okay, so long and short of it, so the first movie is about this pharmaceutical company, and they accidentally made a virus that makes people angry, like super
Okay,
angry
so
and
it's Pfizer.
violent.
Got it.
Yeah, and then they were testing it on these animals, and then a bunch of really dumb, like Just Stop Oil, Greenpeace, animal activist people, they break into the lab and they free the test animals, and then they end
That
up
sounds
biting
extremely
them.
plausible.
Yeah, they
I
bite
hate
the activists. The activists then become the first human infected. They infect other people around them, and it just the zombies in this they don't shamble. They sprint. This is what
'cause
started the
it's-
fast zombie craze.
This is like more of like a rabies thing, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's like a rage virus. So it makes them super aggressive, super angry and shit. And they become incredibly dangerous and violent. So the plot 20 days later is like this dude who was like, I think he was like a postal worker, or I think he was like a male nurse or something. He was in a coma for 28 days. Then he wakes up in the middle of all this shit going on. And he's just trying to get his bearings and trying to survive in this world. And yeah, the virus effects are irreversible. And this dude's just trying to figure out how to survive in this whole new world that he woke up into. It's like this nightmare he can't get out. And I'm not going to give it away too much what happens in the first movie, but just to let you know, explain in between the first movie and the second movie, all the infected, it only happens in the UK in the first movie. All the infected in the UK eventually starve to death after like a few months. And then after they starve to death, the US government, no, they get the military involved, and they send over the US military to help try to repopulate the UK. So all the refugees that fled to America, they're slowly trying to reintroduce them back to the UK, and they build this new colony that's supposed to be infected free, and no one's allowed to leave the perimeter. But then you have these two fucking stupid kids that the movie follows, One of them, it's an older sister and a younger brother, and the younger brother has heterochromia, right? He says he takes it from his mother. They miss their mom. They're like, oh, our hometown isn't too far from here. Let's be a bunch of stupid little kids. Let's get over the barricade. Let's go back to our old neighborhood where they still might be infected out there. And let's go get our family photos. So they go and they do that. The military obviously eventually tracks them down because their dad is the caretaker for the colony. For the big facilities for the colony, so they gave him keys to everything. And I mean everything, which I think was dumb, by the way. So they find their old childhood home. Their mom is there. She has bite marks all over her, but she's not a zombie. So it's implied that she is immune, but she is like a asymptomatic carrier, right? So the military brings her back to try to put up a vaccine. No one thought to look into the fact that this woman is the caretaker's wife. So the caretaker stupidly, while there's no guards, by the way, guarding this woman, no armed guards near this woman, he breaks in and he's like, oh, I missed you, I missed you, I missed you. And not even like, yeah, and he makes out with her, immediately gets infected, then he like goes crazy, kills her. Good job, dumbasses. You let him kill the only asymptomatic person that you know of that could create a cure.
I mean, statistically speaking, someone's got to come along.
Yeah, but how many people gotta die before you can figure that out, right? So then that shit happens. Now a second outbreak occurs, and then like some of the I think it was like an army doctor. She finds out, okay, this kid has the same genetics as his mom. He might be symptomatic too. We got a chance, maybe. So it's these two soldiers, these two American soldiers, risking their lives to make sure that these two kids get out of there. Eventually, obviously, both soldiers get fucking killed because the kids are stupid. And the brother gets infected, and then the brother looks at the sister and goes, am I letting them? And you see his eyes are obviously like bloodshot and shit. And she's like, no, you're not infected. And then they lie, they get on the helicopter to evacuate, and then it's implied that they've spread the infection to Europe. Good job.
Well,
Yep. So, yeah, so 28 years later is supposed to be like the infected. So originally the creators of the movie were like, yeah, they're not zombies, they're just really feral, angry people. But because so many zombie movies took tropes from the first two 28 Days movies, now 28 years later what they're gonna say is, oh yeah, the infection evolves to the point where every infected that died during the events of 1 and 2, they just come back as zombies.
well,
Oh, Shiroi, your thing disappeared.
Oh, did it?
but yeah, I might have to go back and watch those first two movies because that third one looks pretty interesting, and I want to go check that out.
The hell?
I mean, I've still got my camera on.
Oh, I think I see what the issue was. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, you good.
But yeah, it's, yeah, you're definitely gonna have to see. I highly recommend them. But yeah, we are getting near the 3-hour mark.
Hey, I did not mean to create a tangent there.
No, it's okay. I did tangents too. We all did tangents today. This is kind of how the show goes.
The
it's all
show
good.
is tangents, the show.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Jazz, for coming on. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Not really anything at the moment. I mean, I'm looking forward to some Fortnite next week.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, you, Mizu, and Shiroi, right? I gotta see what my schedule's like. What day are you guys doing it?
Actually,
Tuesday,
I already
right?
found the 4th.
Oh,
Sorry,
Oh,
Razor.
now it's awkward.
Oh, you
That was
found a
super
4th already? It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
There's always next time. I still gotta
Uh,
update the game anyhow.
Super awkward, Shiroi.
Yeah, I got talking with James again, and I just kind of like, it's been a really long time since I played with
Yeah,
him.
I need to talk with him. I've been so busy, I haven't really had a chance to follow up with anybody lately. Because of the
Yeah, no, you're good,
holidays.
I'm just, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but don't worry, Jazz. You're good. You're good.
But yeah, here I will post it in my chat and Shiroi's chat. This is the Offensive Charm podcast. Definitely go give it a follow if you have not.
Yeah, no, it's very
We'd
good.
love to have you guys
Very
come
good.
by. Please.
Yeah. Yeah. And
We're
Jazz, if you
we're
want to
getting real
follow
close.
Jazz. Oh yeah, if JMaz was feeling under the weather tonight, I'll go check in on him. But yeah, if you want to follow Jazz, his name is tagged in the stream title at the top. I don't know why Twitch is putting everything at the top now.
I appreciate.
I hate it.
I hate it
love
too.
I hate it.
Yeah. What I was gonna say though is that we're getting real close to that 500 mark. We can finally start monetizing the podcast channel. So if you guys
Yeah,
want
there
to
you
help
go.
out with that, much appreciated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I forgot what the fuck else I was gonna say.
Only
Shit.
20 away.
There you go. Yeah, definitely go give the man a follow. Go help him out. But yeah,
It's not
so
just me, it's Rosa, it's us.
well,
and,
help him,
and our-
Rosa.
and our new
Yeah.
host that's gonna be coming up somewhat soon.
Oh, nice, nice.
Did
Very
you
nice.
call them a coast?
New
God.
host.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we might go coast to coast. Who knows? Like Space Coast.
Nah, you're gonna call them.
Oh,
You're gonna
God.
call them coast. Like it's like it's a play. Like it's a combine of they're combining co and host. Like coast.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, but the word coast already exists.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
but that'll slightly confuse people, making it entertaining for you, but not very entertaining for the audience. It'll be great. It'll be
Oh, dear
hilarious.
God.
I suppose I see what you're going for there.
Yeah.
I'm not good at recommendations. Okay. Like,
Who do we want to pick for
Okay.
Reigns?
Hmm.
Let's
Let's
see.
see what
why
options
don't-
I got up
Oh,
here.
Dax is live right now. Let's go raid Dax. He's playing Helldivers.
Ooh. I like Eldivers.
Yeah. You would like Dax. I think you've met Dax before, haven't you, Jazz?
Maybe.
Oh, you would like
Doesn't
him.
immediately ring a bell, but
Ah, it's alright. Oh, he's pretty funny. You would like him.
Yeah, Dax is great. I like. Yeah. I need to do a stream with him again sometime.
Yeah, I do too. Alrighty. Well, there's the raid message, guys. Chaz, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for your time. I really do
of course,
appreciate it.
Of course. Glad to be
Yeah.
Yeah,
here. It was a good time.
seriously.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to play Marvel Rivals sometime. If not, next week. Definitely, and well, not the week after because Christmas is that week. But like, you know what I mean, for the new year. For the new year,
Yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, yeah. Thank you for coming by, and thank you everybody for tuning in. I know a lot of you are probably going to be watching the VOD because everyone's watching the Game Awards right now. But yeah,
I'm probably gonna jump in there too if it's still going.
I think it's still
Oh,
is.
frick! It changed up the look of the inside of the ship.
Oh, nice. Alrighty,
Oh, the
guys.
inside of the
Helldiver ship.
Ah, I gotta play it.
She jumped
Oh,
in
God.
immediately.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I
Did he-
did
did he-
not. I did not. I'm watching Dax's stream. He's playing.
Ah, okay.
I don't have the update
Alright.
downloaded.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night.
Nah.
See ya.
Night.
Eh.